Welcome. Welcome into Cutlery Corner Network. I am Todd Boone. I hope you're doing well, folks. The holidays, they are here upon us. I hope they're nice for you. Hope you enjoy it, relax. Maybe it can be a little bit stress-free. You know, that's all we can do is pray for that, folks. But again, just try to enjoy it as much as you possibly can. It's different. It's not like anyone that I've ever been through. But we'll get through it. With that said, I like what we've got coming for you on this show. You're going to enjoy it. At least I hope that you do. And all the veterans, those of you that have served this country, thank you so very, very much for your service. All the past, present, and future veterans. We have a shipping item, and it's already doing very, very, very well. I mean, that's just a nice knife, folks. That's a beautiful honey bone handle. It's at 332 frame. It's like the pearl that we did. I guess that was probably 2 weeks ago, maybe it's somewhere along that line. I lose track of time, folks. You purchase that item, look at it. I mean, that's just a good-looking knife. We'll have it available on the show in deer stag as well. But that's a beautiful, beautiful, deep, rich, nice-looking honey bone handle. You order that item, 106570 at $34.50. We're going to pay the freight. We'll pay your entire invoice. We'll pay all of your freight if you order that item. And for those of you that have other merchandise, which is a whole bunches of you, folks, it doesn't matter what the freight bill is. You order that beautiful knife, freight is going to be on us. We're also having a deal that we're going to be giving a knife away. It's a Winchester, and it's coming February 3rd. And the way the time has been flying by, that's like right around the corner. Register. Go to cutlerycorner.net. Register for a big old jumbo Winchester display knife and a beautiful wine wood handle. The manufacture date on them was the year 2000. That's when they were made. It's the only year that they were made. Almost 21 years in age. You register, we'll be announcing the winner. There is no purchase necessary. It is absolutely free to register, and you do so, you'll get in on this email blast that will start coming your way after the first of the year. On Tim Scott's just already found us about 70 or 80 knives, folks, that are one-onlys he's found in his facility. That's what that is going to be about, those email blasts that you'll be receiving when we have those available. All right. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and again, this new year, it's been a good one, 2020. Thank you so very, very much. We appreciate the support that y'all have given us. We can't not do it without you. We have a Jim's Pick that is coming your way that has also been, well, I just like to use that old term nowadays like my granddaddy did. It's called a dandy. $12.88, normally $24. And 50 cents. Look at that beautiful hand-carved bone handle chip away knife. Nice little sleek sweeping blade on it. We got a brass guard, full tang rat tail, some emerald wood and some black forest wood spacers, but they did some unusual carving in this one. Right here on each side, as you see, that's hand carved. That's done by, look at that, folks. And then they torch it. 420 high carbon surgical stainless steel. You've got a minimum of a $10 minimum, and I'm very conservative, probably undervaluing, actually, the leather sheath at a $10 price tag, double-stitched, reinforced, some top-grade leather at that $12.88 price tag. We've got somewhere in the vicinity close to about a $50 retail on this James A. Jim Pick that we are already down. Yeah, we only have a few hundred. That is all that are left. Goodness gracious. 106-312 for $12.88. Heck, and you can buy more than one of them. Our Woo, the big old Woo of the week, that is with order only. This is done in snow blind. A nice all-around snow blind camo. You have a fire starter. Now, this is a pretty hefty folding hunter. You have the snow blind. It's a good-looking camouflage handle. You know, camo's not cheap. A lot of steel in that blade, too. 3CR13 MOV stainless with a black oxide finish. There is your pocket clip. It is removable. Has a trigger mechanism on it. The fire starter is going to store kind of in the rear side of the knife in case of, emergency situation. Look at that nice little smooth, deep hollow grind in that blade. for $12.50. So if you're interested in one of these and you have purchased a Jim's Pick or, you know, any other item throughout the show, it doesn't have to be the one that you just saw. It's just with an order. With an order that you're buying, you can save from $12.50 to from $18.75 to $12.50, folks. $6.25 savings, and that is very significant. We got almost $36 retail on that old Woo, the Snowblind, 106566. At that special $12.50 price tag. They change every week. Our add to order, which is, as I refer to it as, like the old Woo 2. That is, it's going to change every week too. Now this one's going to get going. It looks like, you know, I can't predict the future, folks, but from what I'm seeing on this Sharps, that beautiful honeybone jigged handle, it's a 4570 Sharps carbine, buffalo gun shield, rifle shield. Yeah, these are being bought up. Now, we didn't have a great deal of them to start with, but this is one that's not often seen. Look at the mirror finish. Look at the work that they did on these blades, folks. It's like looking in a mirror. The work that they did on the nickel silver bolsters, and look at that. It's almost like it's look at the luster that's in that honeybone handle. It is only $10, and it is not that often seen. We're already started some of this year-end warehouse inventory, and we're running across a few products here and there. We're not into it full bore ahead, folks, but there's a little inventory taking place, and every year, well, when that happens, well, we come across some good goodies. Add one to your order, 106572, and pay only a $10 price tag on it for a $30 knife, a third of the retail. This is just a beautiful handle. Look at that old peacock coral line. This has been done on that large 5-inch frame swing guard by Hen and Rooster. Let's pick this one up too, look at that. Wait till you see this Damascus Barlow that we got coming. First ever 2-blade Hen and Rooster Damascus. They've always been 1 blade on them H&Rs. Look at the pearl dust that's in that peacock coral line. Michael Prater, he liked the old peacock. I do too. I mean, that's, how do you not like that handle? Well, we have just a little over 4 dozen now. So it's been well received. I mean, why not? Look at that knife. Look how beautiful that handle is. Handle does a lot, doesn't it? $58.63. Treat yourself. A lot of people are doing that. I don't blame you. I try to buy myself, find something I'm interested in that I've been wanting, and treat myself for the holidays. Or belated gifts. You know, there are a lot of places in the country right now where family members can't get together with their families, and their Christmas might be a little bit later than normal. That is a beautiful, beautiful knife, folks. It's a heck of a pattern as well. At $58, sorry about that, $58.63. This is one I was referencing to. This is going to be done in that Pony Jasper handle. Look at this stone. Isn't that nice Damascus steel, 2-blade Barlow? It's just like the Damascus and the Hen and Rooster fixed blades. 1095 carbon, 15N, 20 nickel steel. We have about 4 dozen left right now. Now we're going to receive more of these, but currently, all he could do was 60, and we're down from that now. Look at the file work that's on these back springs. $148 price tag. 1095 carbon steel, and then the 15N20 is giving it some of that luster, and it keeps it from looking so dark. And, you know, I don't want to say drab, but some of the Damascus steel, if you don't use some of that N20 can. Look at all the lines in that. You've probably got somewhere in the vicinity of, I'm just going to guesstimate on that one, 50 plus, at least 50 plus layers of Damascus. World launch just now becoming available at $148, folks. And this painted pony, or excuse me, I call it the pony stone is what I'm supposed to be calling it. Look at that pony jasper. That beautiful, beautiful stone. Every one of them I looked at, I've checked out, I've eyeballed before the show. Looks just as beautiful as the one that you have a chance to own right now. 106591, grab up that freight knife as well. People are going to be liking it, and this sling blade, the Rhino. And this is the way to start out right here. Oh, Jasper. Jasper's the pocket hunter, dude. He just popped in my mind there, Jasper. Got another pocket hunter that we're supposed to maybe have in the system, and I'll give it to Linda too for you. Robert Powell, Chris Nardelli, so many of you out there. This is done in D2 tool steel. FPR, first production run of 120, and they're getting gone. It's sleek, it's slim, it's a worker. Now this D2 steel, all right, it is not, this has no stainless in it. I'm going to turn it around. I hold the very tip of it between my forefinger and my thumb. By doing that, I have less tendency to get myself got, to get cut. This is going to turn. This is tough, tough, tough stuff. This is one heck of a sling blade, especially at that particular price. But you have to use absolute caution on that edge. It's also, I like the fact when they're easy to maneuver like that. Got that little dip in it, and I don't have to worry about getting it, getting my palm. It's a good one, folks. $78.63, 106578. Stag. Well, we're doing the best that we possibly can. Matter of fact, we got some. We got some hits on people figuring out we're needing some stag, and hopefully in 2020, or 2021, maybe the first quarter, we'll be having a few items that are going to be coming in that we've not had before that we'll be able to put antler on. This is going to be a Yellowstone stag. That's kind of like a little bit of a larger deer skin, or that that classic type of pattern. There are a lot of companies that have built them in the past, may not be building them now. Some of them still build them. They're not quite this large, but this is a little bit more of an ample knife to be able to use. This is going to be elk stag. This elk stag, the elk antler, the stag's coming out of the vicinity of the Black Forest over in Europe, and it was all purchased. The stag handle on all of these knives was purchased in early summer of 2019. And it just became available, I don't know, about 4 months ago or something like that. There you have Yellowstone. You're going to have a hand-tan top grade hen and rooster. A leather sheath is going to come with it. I'll show you the reverse side. They didn't skimp on the stag, folks. It's 4116 German steel, too. And you see how that stag has been done? Well, when you hold it in your hand, you'll understand. That has all been completely hand-selected for this particular knife and that particular pattern. 5-star grade of antler at only $68.75 on the old good-looking Yellowstone. The pearl rust lock drop point, $84.47. This is a red pearl kieranite. This is a very, very durable, strong handle material. Rust locks to begin with, we don't receive a lot of them. And when we do receive them, it's more often it is in the clip blade design, that sweeping style, lazy California clip. You don't see a lot of the drop points. This is one of the hottest knives that case manufacturers, other than the fact of the pocket hunter, but the pocket hunters are about to be vaulted. They're about to be gone, folks, or put in the vault. Look at that beautiful, beautiful rust lock. Now, we have several of the other patterns that came in this beautiful Christmas red pearl kieranite. They are already sold out. I am showing like an average estimated retail on this one at $122.95. And when they put that spacer in there and they split it up, that made the knife handle, didn't it? Set everything off. Look how pretty that is. 106463. It's kind of, again, what I call reference to as it's a happy handle. And then this is just a brute handle right here at 6.5 bone stack. Check that out. It's going to be done on the Mako frame. Now, this is bone. They do an incredible job. The folks at Case, we have 13 of these, by the way. That's a lucky 13 that we've got going on right now. They do an incredible job, doing the jigging and then the open hand flame torch to give it the appearance. So what they're going after is the red India deer stag that they love so very, very much, and then it became unavailable after an embargo. This also, for those of you that are interested, those of you that are collecting, this is going to be a new Decade 10 2020 knife. All right, that's all of that is about to come to an end because, well, we're about to hit 2021. Who would have thought? Look at that side right there. $110. Classic Mako. It's a good-looking knife. It's a good-looking blade. I'll open it up real quick. And then we got the mosey right on along. 57055 at $110.53 on that beauty. Pretty much the only New Decade, well, I shouldn't say that, the MMXX series, the Roman numeral series that I'm going to have in this show. It might be a trapper or so, but most of them are the sow bellies. They haven't been aired as much, but heck, when we're doing them only 50 at a time, they're only going to be 250 manufacturers, so it's 5 runs of 50 that Michael Prater's rehandling in these. Folks, to be honest with you, they're getting gone. I mean, they're gone very, very, you know that, don't you, Emily? Emily's always, she's in here setting knives up with her. She's always looking for the MMXX knives for people's orders. $79.95. TB, the late Tony Bowes did the design work, case manufactured it. There's no date on this except MM and an XX. So they took a sow belly Stockman and they removed the 10 dots. That's very significant. Replaced it with MMXX, and they're only going to be 250 that'll ever exist. And the Purple Passion Coral line, yeah, people are liking this series, major liking that series, folks. That's 106583 is the item number at $79.95. You know, truth be known, 250 worldwide, our exclusive to you folks. If you see them anywhere else, guess where they came from? They got them from us. 250 worldwide is, well, that is just, that's really nothing, hardly any at all. We've counted every single one of these, and I know y'all have enjoyed these, and I believe it's probably about a week ago these were about out of stock, or might have even run out of stock, and some people were told that they were gone. It's because the whole entire inventory that we had on was not entered into our system. We didn't want to oversell on them. Now there's some quantities back. Thank goodness. It's Snow Pearl Turquoise Trapper. It's been a good one too. Compliments Silver Horse Stoneworks. Beautiful seashell engraved bolsters. You got the turquoise. You got the mother of pearl with the acrylic protective coating. You got 4-channel inlays, the blue and the red. Look at that nice knife. 440 stainless steel. It's going to have a Rockwell test on it. I'll close these blades up real quick. Just a very, very, very well made trapper. Look at all the colors that are going to come out in that pearl. Look at the pinks we got going on in that one. You got some blue. Oh, they're changing to some teals and just some light greens on that one. That's a very nice knife. $19 is a good price too, by the way. $19.75 for a $45 knife. 106469 is the item number on the Snow Pearl Turquoise Trapper. And look at what we got back in stock. Hey there, Drew. Drew's been doing all right, folks. We just got to get him to wear a Santa Claus cap. What's one thing that he asked me before the show? He says, "Do you mind if I demonstrate the self-defense night watchman?" I said, "You have at it, Drew. It's all yours there, buddy." This is heavy too. You'll want the freight knife just on this. Yeah, Drew's going to do the there. That's all rubber coated now. All right, so this is a very, very comfortable grip, isn't it, Drew? I'm going to let you take over and do the comments because I end up breaking something. I usually do anyway. Okay. Oh, yes, there's the old. See, Drew, tell me he is not a night watchman in disguise, folks. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's the easiest way to close. It's going to come with a sheet to keep it in. That'd be it would fit right nice and neat down below your driver's seat, wouldn't it, Drew, on the old night watchman. All right, this is the, this is a 21-inch, Drew, or 26? Do you remember? 30. Oh, this is the big boy. 31 inches, that's when it's extended at $24. 105, 161 on that one at a $24 price tag. Been out of them for a while. Well, guess what? They made it back in. Now they're available. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful knife. It's another one of those Coraline handle materials that people enjoy. You know, it's a pleasure to the eye to look at. This started off a whole new era of Coraline with the multicolors and the swirls and the happy and the pretty handles, and it was known as Emerald River Coraline. It first arrived in a club series. It was only available in the club. Look at all that pearl dust from a pearl and painted pony knives that's been sanded, and you collect the dust. Look at that. Look at that side of that Emerald River. Folks, that's nice. Look at the price that's been placed on this one. And it goes back to Black Friday, and we had a lot of Black Friday sale items. This one is one of the only ones that I have continued to show. And we had to have him make some more. And guess what? He did, and they are in the house. This is in the house, and it is ready to go out the door. Look at that beautiful Coraline. Normally, those are a $68 price tag. It's a $20 discount, and Michael Prater worked with us a great deal on that also. For the up and coming holidays back when in November, before Black Friday. 106-193. That is a very good purchase at $48. Well, $48 is that's a kind of a normal price on a Coraline handled peanut or little Texas toothpick. Getting in a Steel Warrior, that was an H&R. This is going to be the MMXX. Again, MMXX is the Roman numeral for 2020. So there's your date. This is the year. It's almost over and it's almost done, but that's it. But this was not ever done a great deal. The first series of the the Golden Ruby Coraline were one of 1200s, and they weren't often seen. I'm showing only 13 of them right now, but with that said, everything, all of this MMXX series are done in runs of 50. So the first 37 of these are gone. We will get another run of 50. We got to wait and see what he's going to be bringing tomorrow. And that's the package that was changed, as well as the dating system. I can't stress enough how significant that is that Case did that. And they did. So a beautiful, beautiful Golden Ruby Coraline handle at $69.95 on a 54 frame trapper, 10640 and A3. Well, I've just been waiting for this one, folks, since the show started. It is fruitcake time. Fruitcake time here in the studio. Look at all of the different handles on these knives that really they're not available in any other item that I'm going to have on the show that I can think of other than the fruitcake. And it's Frosty's fruitcake. Everybody does it better than he does, especially this, the Blue Bayou. Blue Bayou, which of course is the blue, and then the darker, the brownish one, that's very popular as well, is known as Whiskey River. Now, we might have a few of the patterns available in some other sets on it, but likely not to be on the show. These were all put back for some displays, some countertop and floor model displays that were placed in the retail stores, and it was countrywide. The pandemic messed everything up. And it opened up the door for releasing some product to you. And with that said, you have a savings. It's $6.67 is what they break down to price-wise. You're going to have E.C. Simmons, which was out of St. Louis, Missouri. It was a hardware company. It was a big one, too. Big old E.C. Simmons double-barrel Damascus steel shotguns. Wish I had a few of those, but I don't. And Crowing Rooster. Crowing Rooster, I was buying Crowing Roosters from Clarence Reisner back when I was at Star Sales, folks. We got that brand now. And lots of different patterns. We have trappers, jumbo stopmans, not one jumbo stopman, but two. One of the jumbo stopmans, it's kind of solo. It's a loner in this set. It'll have the California Gold handle on it. Double-bladed toothpicks, medium-sized double-bladed toothpicks, small Texas toothpicks, double-bladed buffalo horn coat bottles, second cut torch bone coat bottles, blue bone. There's an old coat bottle in it. Purple bone, some green bone there, and then buffalo horn. Got a nice looking buffalo horn, square jaw, square bolster stopman, and single bolster saddle horn trappers. $400+ retail, $120 or $6.67 breakdown. And recommend a freight knife on that one, folks. Well, you buy this beautiful, beautiful, look at the richness of the bone on that knife. I'll be showing it to you in a stag in a moment. You'll get a better idea of how nice that knife is size-wise. It's the perfect pocket. The perfect pocket, perfect carry knife. 106570, $34.50. You buy it, folks. The freight's on us. It doesn't matter if it's a $100 freight bill or $150 or $60 or $40. We're going to pay the freight if you put one of those in your invoice. On your invoice. Look at this 2020. This is new date Tim Scott autographing. We're getting real low. We're starting to get low on Tim Scott's autographing of the boxes. That's on the inside of the lid. That's a good place to do it too. And finding out he'd never done that before. $218. So the last knives that were dated by Bluegrass for Winchester were in the year 2010. Well, there weren't many knives in 2010. I know that stacked leather stack fixed blade that we had was 2010. They're gone. So for 10 years, there was no dating that was taking place on any. There wasn't even a lot of Winchesters that were ever built. So this starts a new era of a dating system. Saltwater pinned on mother of pearl with a shield. That is incredibly important to realize the difficulty that it is. Just to do what you see here, not just the pins, significantly the shield. Look at that beautiful pearl. $218 price tag. There are 11 of them left that we have the dating, that we have the autograph. 11 remaining with that Tim Scott autograph on 106-181 at $218. Let's go ahead and throw it out there that we got a, while you're checking out this one. Folks, we got a new dated Stag Barlow from Winchester. If you want the Stag Winchester Barlow, it's 106-182. It's also $218 price tag. It's the very first Barlow's dated 2020. I'll give you a look-see at it real quick. I'll give you a glance. He put the shield in it. That's embargoed red India deer stag, by the way. $218 price tag, dated 20 on it for 2020. It's 106-182. Doing it that way, there are not very many of them, as there not going to ever be much stag, it seems like. When we get it, it gets gone quick. The embargoed red India deer stag. There are 8 of these at $165 price tag. This is a big, big old knife, too. Big old reverse gun stock. Look at that rich bone on that. Looks like some antiquish type bone. That's going to be 270 caliber bullet shield. Winchester 270. I've got one. Big old reverse. Got the swedge on the blade. This is one of the few that you'll find. I can't find any date on it. Boy, that one about got me right there. Look at that knife, folks. There are 8 of them. 8 only, huh? I don't think it'll be necessary for a Band-Aid on this one, Drew. I'll be good on that. It's like a gun stock, only it was reversed. 8 orders only. Pick that knife up. It had knife oil on it, Drew. God, it don't taste very good. The old Rhino G10, white and black G10, D2 tool steel. FPR, first production run of 120. It's $78.63. Look at all that D2 tool steel, folks, on this sling blade. See, I grab it just right at the tip like that, and you really, you'll find, at least I have, that you have less tendency for it to get you, because this knife literally is like a razor blade. It is super duper razor sharp. It does the curly cues when it comes to paper, but I'm not going to mess the whole studio up like I've done before. Emily gets all mad at me, and Drew, they get up to irritated. They don't like paper cleaning, folks. I don't blame them. And a really nice heavy ballistic reinforced sling blade belt sheath's going to come along with that one, with that $78.63 price tag. You want a good all-around working knife and you're not breaking the bank. You want one that's going to hold up, do the job, and with some incredibly high quality, big time major good steel. You're looking at it right now. And if you like that white and black G10, that makes it even better. 106-579. A lot of people like that G10. Drew, you ready? On the Elite Guard stun gun, 104, 104? I'm not going to do that to you. 079. I'll let you demonstrate it, though. Got a... Oh. You know, somebody gets up close to you and you don't want them to be close. They'll back up, won't they, Drew? They'll back up and they're going to do so in a hurry, folks. Normal people who have any common sense at all, they don't want anything to do with that. And that is this is fully rechargeable on this particular one. It's actually going to have a nice leather belt sheath or pouch to come along with it also. I'm going to turn it all the way off so it doesn't charge, doesn't go completely down. And then we have that one. There was a special purchase from the folks that we buy these from that we got for the holidays, because I'm here to tell you $19.95. That's rubber coated also. I need to throw that in there. That's significant. Rubber coating. Yeah, they gave us a good deal, good value on that. Well, we're able to sell it at basically what would be considered dealer cost. You have $40 retail. We're at $19 and 95 cents on the Elite Guard stun gun. 10407 and a 9 on that one at $19.95. Plus, it's just something that builds you. You know, you feel more safe. You feel more secure. You know, it's not a. It's a good item. A good item to know that you have. Hopefully. You know, for personal security protection, hopefully you'll never need it, but it's there, and you didn't break the bank buying one of those Elite Guard stun guns. This is just a deal. Look at that incredible stag on that knife. $38.50 on that GB, a German bull. 4116 GS steel. It's a German steel. I like that. Look at the diamond. You got the big old bull right in the middle of it. Show you the reverse side. Look at the slab of antler that are on these knives. The price, $38.50. These are normally, in the past when we had a German bull or a Buck Creek stag trapper on sale, it's usually no lower than $45. Yes, this is a show special that we're continuing to carry on because people keep buying them up. They're repeat orders on this every single day, folks, at a $38.50 price tag. That's smart money spent on a knife like this. Over $93 retail. So say $45 would have even be a little bit, a few bucks lower than the 50% off dealer cost. Well done. A beautiful knife. Really good show special pricing. It's 106516 as a show special. This one is in stag. This is the same exact pattern of a knife as the Honeybone, free freight item, free shipping item. See, it's perfect size. Stag's $42.50. The Honeybone's $34.50, and that's our free shipping knife. You buy it in Honeybone. If you're buying the free shipping knife, you ought to buy one of these too. 106,570, $34.50. You ought to grab up. Here's another important factor about the one that I have right now in my hand in deer stag. There are just a little over 100 of them left. Stag gets bought. Stag gets gone, folks. I do not blame you. I am a stag fanatic. I am a stag lover. I love stag handles. I like anything that's natural and beautiful. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with some Corlons or Secure Knights either. Look at that beautiful antler on that knife. Perfect carry. They went rapidly, folks. That beautiful stag. $42.50. It's just a nice, nice knife. Good one to have in your pocket, a good one to use. Earlier we had the KXX Mako on the 6.5 bone stag. This is new stamina wood's what they call it. Handle material is almost like a silver wood to me, but this is just classic legendary Mako. Do the white thing on this particular one. I don't mind. Boy, we are blowing through some Makos, folks. We got a really good price on Mako, Makos, XX case. Here's the Mako, full of brass. Look at the brass on that. Look at that wood. Mako sharp. There were three, now there were two. There's Makos, there's hammerheads, there was a shark's tooth if we're lucky, and they just want to really do us good, and all their collectors good, they'll bring back that shark's tooth in the classic regular design of the shark's tooth. But I am here to tell you, at $62.98, you've got one heck of a deal going on right now on the one that you have on your television, on your pad, on your monitor, folks. At $98 retail. That retail may even be a little bit more than that right now. $138.59 is the item number. $62.98. Will that change? It probably will. Hope it doesn't, but it'll probably eventually, as with everything, go up. On that one. This is something that ran across too, I haven't seen in quite some time. I always like these knives. If it's Damascus, I have a tendency to have a little bit of a passion, a little partial to some Damascus steel. These are large ones. These are going to be done by chip away. Also, really like the sheaths that they've done with these. They're form-fit leather. But we're going smooth bone, torch bone, buffalo horn. Isn't that awesome looking? It has that Western. It just has that rustic look to him. Now that's wire cut. Look at the Damascus steel on these blades, folks. It's at 95 series, 10 series. Sometimes they use 1060. As a lot of people just reference to it as 10 series, but more times than not with us, when they have access to get some quantity on it, they use that 1095. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful Damascus. Pretty good sized knives too. They wire cut that. It's outdoorsman's waterfowl hunting. You have the waterfall on the grind, then you have raindrop up top on the flat portion. This raindrop, it hits the grind and turns into a waterfall. Those are stainless steel, basically like a bolster. It puts spacers in the handles also. I like that as well. But all in all, for $33.30 price breakdown for each one of those, and that caliber of Damascus, yeah, that is good, folks. That's a third of the retail. I mean, we were right there around $300 price range on those knives for all three of them. 105,658. And this is going to be just a knife that I have literally fallen in love. Now that my first love at a Bernard took place a while back, but it grows. The passion that I have for these knives is growing every single time that I look at one of them, every single time that I'm able to talk about one. This is what they call a large knife. Look at that brush finish and the grind on that blade. Satin. You look at that and you see how beautiful that knife is. Everything that you see was done by four brothers, one of the four brothers, maybe two, by hand. That's hand-rubbed satin finish. Hand-polished, hand-rubbed. That's warthog. That is ivory. Look at the amount of ivory on this blade. Not on one side, I have to really watch these. On both sides. Pure, creamy, white, warthog, tusk, ivory. Right there with the elephant ivory. Of course, that's absolutely, positively not legal. And these have they've really taken off. They're hand tempered, they're hand ground, they're hand polished, they're hand sharpened. The handles are completely all cut and buffed by hand. $448 worth every single penny plus some. 10590 and a 1. Bowler N690. And the big knife like what you just saw, and again, you know, a lot of people, it's not a large knife, but for them, it is. They're all running out of, we're running out of all of them, the large ones in particular. 48175 is $98.75. So earlier we had that beautiful look on a Mako, a double X Mako, in the 6.5. We've had both of them on the show. This is a big old 65 pattern folding hunter. It's also in that 6.5 bone stack handle that's all been hand torched, flame torched. Look at it. It's a lot of knife. We're down to 11 now. Now, we received a shipment in. We're receiving one on pretty much every week, but they're just not large shipments. So I don't know, with the holidays and everything, we may receive one next week, we may not. I know I have those Ford Zytel lightweights under the Ford brand. They'll be, you'll be seeing those. I'll get a flash in on them as well, but not on this show. It's just, you know, but at least we're getting something. Not complaining. This is a hot seller right here in 6.5 bone stack. Show you the other side how different it is. They did a heck of a job. They do really, they're putting everything that they have into their knives, folks, right now, big time, making them look good. $143.95 retail, $98.75, 48175. Nice all around basket, belt sheet coming along with that one too. Isn't that a nice looking knife? New Decade 2020 10 dot, by the way. Pocket hunters, yeah, all pocket hunters now, they're vaulted. They'll be vaulted here in just a jiffy. December 31st, 2020. We have a lot of them on order with them. They're making them. Heck, it's probably why we're not getting much of other stuff, folks. They're busy making pocket hunters. I have not a clue whether we'll see another one like this or not in that incredible abalone handle material. That's 5-star grade fingerprint abalone, folks. That's the good stuff. That's expensive stuff. Very, very, very expensive. And you've probably noticed there's not a whole lot of abalone from any company that you're seeing a great deal of. Look at this cool little dude. It's only made in, it's only been manufactured this year in the year 2020, so it has to be a 10 dot. But there's a little bit different than this year than other years. All of you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. Especially with Case when they were shut down 9.5 weeks. And then when they started back up, I guess it was probably several weeks. They were on a skeleton short. They were short-handed short crew, and not a lot. So the knives weren't even made a whole year. I guess the point that I'm trying to make. I just go the long way about it. That's a beautiful, beautiful knife. It's one of the top sellers, along with the giraffe bone, along with the stag and the 6.5 bone stag that they did on it also. 136.75 was the item number on that beauty that you just saw there. This 10650 in the 5, 1992. That was a long time ago, folks. 92, 28 years ago. This is straight up antique right now. Soil Center Coke bottle frame. Leave this over here. Very, very limited, but you know there are some of you that may not be able to order, get this knife because it'll be sold out. It is a medium-sized Coke bottle frame. I really don't recall. I've racked my brain, and it's not saying a lot. I don't recall really ever seeing a medium-sized Coke bottle. I know the big, large ones in the little pocket Coke bottles, but there is one, and there's a beauty, and that's Christmas tree. It's Christmas tree celluloid. It's not a Coraline handle. It's 28 year, almost 29 years in age, and last I heard, he didn't have any of these. What he had, we bought all of them. And we've sold them all, but the 3 that we have, and that includes the sample that you're looking at right now. Somebody's going to end up having to have it, getting that 29-year-old knife, the $175 price tag, and the awesome frame and handle like that. Oh, the feather macaw. Look at it. See, isn't it just nice looking? Isn't this just a nice looking handle, folks? For everybody, knife collectors. I mean, when we have a handle, when we have a Coraline handle or any handle for that matter, that is just hard to even keep inventory on, period, no matter what the frame is, then it tells me, you know, I can be a quick study on what people like. They love this. They love feather macaw. These just arrived. They just came into stock. He brought us 96. Look at that side of it. Look at it. It's pleasant looking, and it's on a classic all-American design that Schrade came out with their Uncle Henry and Old Timer line, the classic sharp finger. That feather macaw is going to come in the tube, and then you have the certificates that are going to come along with it. That knife's only $28.50, as beautiful as it is, and the work and the time involved in getting that knife to the air for y'all to see. That's a good $28.50 spent, folks, on 105-649. All right, this is going to be the Varmint series of the sling blade. This is an all-around nice, just a general-purpose camp knife, guide series knife. It's a chopper. It's a do-it-all knife. It's one that's been made to use, a multi-tool, multitask. Excuse me, I get choked up sometimes. Look at that beautiful G10 right there. D2 tool steel, first FPR, first production run. Now that's swedged to a false edge on top. It's not sharp, but you see, you could cook outdoors with this. You could do a little kindling chopping, field dressing, fish, whatever is necessary. And it's got a lot of backbone in it. It's got a lot of spine. It's stout. And the fact that it is in D2 tool steel, it is very, 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 very strong. Durable, it retains an edge, and it's just a very good working tool. It's only $72.56. I say only, well, it's a $159 retail that you can order and own and use and carry for $72.56. 106-577. I don't know where this one came from, but there it is. Excuse me, I get a drink of water. I've been talking a lot here lately. Whole bunch here, folks, talking. Dawson Spectacles. That's malachite, that's pearl, and that's onyx. Santa Fe Stoneworks did this for Case. They did 500 of them. Tony Bow swayback gent. It's 2014. Excuse me. It's 2013 on this. Wow. This is the Exotic Series 2013, $298, 73 cents. Where in the world? But there it is. And a Tony Bowes design and the Case manufacturer. Tony Bowes, unfortunately, he left this world November the 22nd of 2020. He'll be remembered. His legend will live on. His son is pick up where he left off, we hope. That's something else. Look at the beauty of the malachite. Nice looking, old too, considering. It's going to be the denim bone pocket hunter. I can't get over how quickly these are going. I mean, it's, folks, if we get 100 of them, which we don't, and even when we can, or even half of it, it's like they don't even last a week. $58.63 in denim bone. Blue jean lady. Old denim. Look at that jigging on that knife. It's going to have look at that shield they put in there, folks. It's about to go to the vault. Single blade, limited. Vaulted, coming up real quick. Vaulted pattern on the pocket hunter. 50. It's a good price too. Well, I know that's one of the reasons they go out quickly too. A knife that they're about to quit making that they've only produced not even a full year. $58.63. We have only received one run order from Case on that knife and that handle material. It's all we've received. I'd like to know. We need to find out how to get with Jeff. Find out how many of those, or some of these those pocket hunters were built. That was a special one that they did in a special handle. 106306 Dragonfly with the bonus. It's going to come with the sheepfoot ceramic folder that we're going to give you. Making it 25 knives. You're going to have USMC Ivorite. It's going to be done in eagle eyes, bass fishing eagle eyes, deer hunting eagle eyes, the American flag with the American bald eagle eyes. And then I mentioned the USMC. I think you're receiving 2 each of those, Drew knows. We have the Wave, that ceramic blade folder, which is a good working knife. Those of you that like ceramic. Don't drop it, but I'm telling you what, it'll hold an edge. I got ceramic knives I've had for 20 years. I've never sharpened any of them. Little wildlife folding hunters, jackknives, storm chasers, the gray storm chaser, the chartreuse storm chaser. We're going to also have the chartreuse eagle eyes. But all in a nutshell, 25 knives. They're going to come in this, it's basically a storage jar. I like this container. Jars are good. Me and jars get along. I got a lot of stuff that, and jars make keeping the stuff a whole lot easier. And it has a handle that folds down. We're going to give that to you with all of these. And I know it's not a super expensive jar, but by gosh, they're handy. Look at the price that we've got on all of these. 80 cents a piece, $19.95, folks. $19.95 for all of those knives. There's not anything wrong with them, none whatsoever. That was all a point of purchase item. Now, we rebuilt it and remade it, and it's as affordable as it can get. You can give them away. You're not breaking the bank. Think about, you can give people knives. It's only 80 cents, your investment in them. You can keep the jar for any type of craft type stuff, nuts and bolts, things like that. Any type of fishing, hunting type items, small tools. There's all types of uses for that jar, but it's a good $19.95 to spend. I will tell you one thing, and not because of the weight, but if you're buying more than one of those, and lots of people do, we hadn't had them in a while, I haven't, you do that freight knife on it. Not only, it's not always the weight, some of it's the size of the package. 106570, that's what I'm referencing to in that beautiful deep rich honey bone. Hen and Rooster at only $34.50. Gets you the free shipping and handling. That's ground freight. And the other product, it doesn't matter what the freight bill is. If you bought that, we're going to pay it. We don't worry about it. I've been seeing all kinds of them. I mean, good gosh, it makes you sit there and say, wow, that was a... And now I know they bought a lot of knives. You start adding swords in them and everything. You know, I'd say, that's a $60 freight bill. I've seen all kinds of them, and we paid it. $158. Let me get my old Quentin Dawson spectacles on this one. Winchester Rare 93. It's also not only rare, but 93 is a rare year. Because they was back when we were in the big with the Jim Parker Case Classics. And Bluegrass and them were making a bunch of those. And not as many Winchesters were made. It seems to be the odd years. 93, what I mean is the even years there were more Winchesters made. You know, like 94s, 96s, 98s. Don't see a lot of 2000s. Look at that beautiful bone 270 Winchester cartridge shield, 1993 hard date stamped. This is the only one that's left, I guess. You want it? Call us, folks. One order on this one right now. I'll be double checking on that, but still, that's one to own. That is absolutely one to own. Show sample, come from the show. Been on television, somebody can own it. You just have to call us, especially at only $158 price tag. 106, 165. Be some of this stuff sold out. And that's the type of item that I've been referencing to. You get on the, you register for our giveaways, you get our email blast where we're going to have, you know, might just do the shows and put them on the internet. All these rare one-only type items that we'll be doing. And you'll know about it if you receive our email blast. This is the beauty of the Feather Macaw. Once again, we had it on the Aquila River Shark Finger a while ago. Look at this little Steel Warrior Texas toothpick in Feather Macaw, $28.50. I'll show you the reverse side. One thing about Coraline, even though it's not a natural handle, the way that it's been done, so it's got a lot of that beauty of the orange on there, is because it has to be heated, you know, hot, liquid. And then you mix in automobile paint and you mix it and you stir, and the stir is a big important factor of the Coraline. Then it's poured and cooled. All right, so no two are identical. 104714, beautiful knife, perfect size all around, Texas toothpick, and as hot as Texas toothpicks are, at only $28.50 on that one. Look at the kudu bone. Folks, those of you that are sitting at home watching right now, look at this handle. Well, it's not prehistoric. It's not a fossil. It's a bone. It's a porous bone. It's a bone that, in my opinion, helps support the greater kudu of South Africa. Anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 pounds, 1,400 pounds. 50 plus inch to 60 inch horns. Horns, not antlers. Swirly. They swirl. Well, when you have horns that are, you know, pushing 5 feet, well, I guess they probably need a little support, wouldn't you think? One of the few mammals that have the bone. Look at that side of that greater kudu. Look at that handle. You know, we're running out of all of the kudu. Well, we're running out of all of the Arnaud Bernards. They pretty much started taking care of their sales. We get orders on them, multiples every single day. Got a leather lanyard, Bowler N690. And one important thing about this knife, 100% totally, completely handmade. Arnaud Bernard Sr. taught his 4 sons right, and one of those 4 sons, maybe 2 of them, had their hands in on this knife, and no one else. Those 4 boys do it. 103394. That is $235. That is extremely affordable for what you're receiving. I can't get over what we can sell those handmade knives for, regardless of the handle. Buffalo Trapper. This has been placed on sale at $69.95. I think it was around $92. That's going to be Cat's Eye Coraline 54 pattern Trapper. So you got Case XX 54 frame Trapper, Cat's Eye Coraline. You're going to have an old Buffalo nickel. And you're going to have the new Buffalo nickel. When I say new, that was 15 darn years ago. I forgot. Yeah, 2005 on those Buffaloes. The new one, uncirculated. The 15-year-old Buffalo nickel is completely uncirculated. Here's the new one. Pardon my hands and everything. It's deer hunting time. It's deer season, folks. There's that mighty Buffalo. 2005, uncirculated. All right, now here's the old Buffalo that you're going to receive. See, I can sit here and talk about the money more than I do the knife. This particular one, 1928 on that one. Indian, Native American, Buffalo. Look at the condition of that. Reduced, what a deal. I mean, to $69.95. Grab one up, folks, 584-59. Your item number on that beautiful piece. Now, I know that a lot of folks, lots of you, were all in on this Ictus, these case knives. I know that because they got gone. They got gone pretty quick. We got this 18 pattern Stockman in. There might be a couple of pocket hunters that are left in the Ictus handle. The Ictus shield is what it is. Fisher's to men. That's what it is to me. And look at that beautiful ice blue 18 frame. New Decade 2020-10 dot. $56.73. We received 30 of these, but it is the only one that we received. Again, the pocket hunters, Jeff, had a few of those put back. They're now available for sale. I don't have the item number for it, but they are a few of those. I think, don't hold me to that, because every 15 minutes that goes by in this facility, something's changed. Every 15 minutes that goes by in this facility during any given work day, I don't know, Emily, how many you think knives get gone out in 15 minutes? 400 or 500?
A lot.
Yeah, bunches of them, folks. But that one is available right now. That 3-in-1 stage, Hen Rooster 3-in-1 stage sharpener came in, thank goodness. So many of you have been asking about that. That's 103-261 on that. I'll just flash that in a moment. On that, hundreds of people have been asking about that 3-in-1 H&R stage sharpener. All right, where are we at? All right, here's that two-blade, excuse me, 65 pattern folding hunter in rosewood. There you go. That walks and talks on that Stockman. Look at this. This is a good worker. You know, a lot of people put the 6.5 bone stag and any of the other handles that they're done. They'll put those up. Not everybody, but a lot of people. And this is what they consider the one they go to work with. They didn't do all the mirror polishing. There are 15 of them, by the way. It's what we have right now left, 15. They didn't do the mirror polish. It's still the same exact steel, but no mirror polishing on it because it's made to work with. It's made to use. I wish I knew how many of these, especially myself and Tom Odell back in the old Big Dish Satellite Shop at Home days, Galaxy 17. Used, it didn't matter. If we had them between 1965 and 1969, okie dokie, we sold every one we could get our hands on, folks. That is no doubt. Faster than we could get them. There's a lot of, remember times we didn't even have to show them. People like that knife, in other words. There's that 3-in-1 sharpener. Look at this right here, folks. 20-degree angles on it, carbide, diamond, and ceramic. All right, so you have carbide. That's when your knife literally has zero, completely rode, lost edge. Then you go to diamond, because you got to cut metal. Carbide does it quick. Then you finish the polish up with the, as you see right there, the ceramic. Anybody and everybody can use this. It doesn't matter if you've never sharpened a knife before in your entire life. Brought it back, sold them out fast. $24.75, that's the price that we sold them out at, and that's the price that it came back in at. It's foolproof. I mean, anybody can use it, even me without my spectacles on, all that stuff. And it just sits flat on the counter. You just draw the knife through it. We'll be getting into these more. They just got here, just literally got here. Thank you, Chase, getting that up. Appreciate it. And but you'll start seeing what we have. They go fast. Very, very fast. It's free freight time on that knife, 106570, $34.50. Take my word for it, folks. You'll like that knife. And You'll be happy for us to pay the freight on your order. We're getting ready to take a little short break. Don't go anywhere, please. We will be right back. Welcome back in. Thank you so very much. I am Todd Boone. I hope you're enjoying everything in your life, folks. I know it's tough. I know there's a lot of sadness out there. I know things aren't all that great for people. Take my word for it. It hasn't eluded people in this area either with this virus and everything, but I hope that you can make the best of anything and enjoy it as much as you possibly can this holiday and this new year. Maybe next year will bring us something better. You know, maybe it'll be different. Maybe not be at the first, but who knows? We're just going to have to wait and see. Here's a little butterbean, folks. A little butterbean in deer stag at $86.75. Look at that antler. Look at that little cool little canoe right there. A little long nail pull on it. Look at all that mirror polishing. It's also a new Decade 10.2020. It's about to end, but just the fact that it is in stag. You know, when we have a stag handled case knife, more times than not, they're more expensive than their bigger cousins or granddaddies. But they're only doing stag on small knives because they don't get a lot of stag, and they use it on the smaller patterns. But take my word for it. When we have a frame that comes in, whether it's a peanut, a toothpick, or what you see in my hands right now, a little old butterbean, they get bought when it has an antler as a handle. 42990 on the butterbean at $86.75 on that one. Look at that beautiful knife right there. Look at the core line on that knife, folks. I don't think we have many, but some's better than none. $42.50 price tag. It's called Turquoise River. It's not often seen. It's one of the turquoises eludes us more than any of them. That's also this pattern. We don't even have this H&R knife available right now. We ran out of all of them because of the core line handles that were used on them. They are in the mammoths and whatever took place. I'll show the other side there real quick there, Gil. Y'all get Gil or Jessica on the phone. Tell them they are doing a fine, outstanding job. They put up with me. They're doing a good job, folks. Look at that beautiful, beautiful core line on that knife. What we have left of them. H&R 5019 frame. They'll be coming back in. I just don't know when it's going to be. I have to take, it's 25 of them. 105243 is the item number on that. 25 orders only. And that moves rapidly. Look at the marmoset. Marmosets are those cool little nice looking cute critters over there in South Africa, aren't they? If I'm thinking of the right one. This is a custom Arno custom. In other words, they beefed this one up with their own personal hand carving in the ivory. $296 price tag. Comes with an awesome leather sheath. You note that they use a little bit different of a card too on these. The lanyard's done in kangaroo. The barrel bead is pure 100% total ivory. I don't know, see there's carving in it and it's done on both sides. Gotta watch that blade right there. Hard to pick up because of the creamy white and that ivory, all hand carved. So even that way they'll about get you, folks. But that hand polished finish, it's just an absolutely outstanding company, folks, who make these knives. You own one, you'll understand completely what I'm talking about. That has happened all the time. Sometimes the biggest mistake you can make, folks, if you love knives and you love beauty and you love high quality, is buying an Arno Bernard, because then they got you. But you know what? I don't mind getting got that way. 105249 on that Arno, known as the and Warthog Tusk Ivory on the marmoset frame. It's going to be the big old pearl gunboat. I hadn't seen this one in a while either. Big old 3-blade gunboat canoe. Pearl acrylic protective coating over the pearl. Oh, there we go. We got some colors coming out in that beauty right there. Show that reverse side real quick. You're gonna have some pinks. Yours is gonna be different than this one, of course. It's pearl. Got that one little light. I got a little hot spot on the light there. $98.75 on that big old gunboat. It's a large, large canoe. It's a lot of knife right there. Look at the mirror polishing on that. I mean, Arno's, they do a good job too, but you know, these were done right. A lot of mirror finishing on that very, very large three-blade gunboat. There's 60% of those. I guess probably more than that. They're gone. That's the first time I spoke about the Pearl in a while, I guess. Show so and talk about so many knives and go through so many. Sometimes I have a tendency to forget what I've done. If that makes any sense. 105,785. Going along with that's a swing guard. $68 price tag. Big 5-inch swing guard. That's just a frame on this knife. With the blade closed, in other words. Wow. Nice looking stuff right there, folks. Hope your Christmas goes nice. I'll say that a lot because I mean it. It comes to my mind. I think I need to say it probably more this year than ever before since I've been doing this. $68 and you can own one of these. What a beautiful, beautiful handle on a unique knife. Swing guard, guard opens with it and it swings. $68 price tag. 105,785 on that beautiful piece. Here's the Case Fisherman's toothpick, one of the only size of the large size toothpick that they're making. They need to bring the big toothpicks back too. So this yellow comp handle. Now, because it's called the Fisherman's toothpicks, this will be done in the stainless steel. A lot of this yellow comp, when you see it, they call it yellow synthetic. I've always called it yellow comp. Will be carbon steel blades. But you know, this is made for fishing, so you have the hook degouger, which is up at the top. You have the, you know, for like panfish, you got a little scaler, fish scaler. Got a little bottle opener, you got to pop that top sometimes when you're out in the heat and in the water. And then there's a hook sharpener. Isn't that neat? For a fisherman, New Decade 2020 10 dot on it also. $59.60. We have 20 of them left now. 20 remaining of that knife. I remember this pattern probably, well, besides the Barlow and Sunfish. This is one of those patterns that just pops into the mind when I see it from years gone by. Memories is what it is. That's a good price on it too. $127.43. Look at the beauty of that handle. Look at the abalone on that knife. That's a copper lock. Now, they call it a mini copper lock, but there's really not anything, in my opinion, that's mini about that knife. That's just what they call it because it's smaller than the original copper lock, which they brought a few of those out. It was vaulted. We've had a few this year. This is the year to do it. Look at the handle on this, $226.50. Look at, abalone and pearl is like anything else. There's coal, there's some that is not as good, and there's some that is just simply Mother Nature did something outstanding. Every one of these case knives, no, it doesn't matter whether this pattern or any of the other patterns that they've done this handle on, which is not very many, is outstanding. Mother Nature. This is something else right there. It may get gone one day, folks, and you can't use it. 102, it'll probably more than likely happen. With the times coming, there's a very, very strong possibility. 102,390 on that beautiful piece. Pinned on, by the way. Actually pinned that on. This is going to be the fin and feather, which is, again, it's just named after you got the fin and fur, fin and feather. It's basically bird trout, their bird trout design. There you go, move that one right over there, Drew. And warthog ivory at $248. Bowler End 690. You know, when I talk about being completely handmade, and I've shown you several Arno Bernards that we have a few of. I'm trying to stay away from the ones that we have less, or 3 or less on right now, because people get irritated sometimes because we're out of them. When you start seeing these grinds in the blade, on each side, this has been ground. See how that matches? See how almost perfectly even that is? That is difficult. That is difficult to do. It's not CNC done. This is hand ground, hand sharpened, hand finished. They did that by, I probably can see a whole heck of a lot better than I can. Look at that creamy ivory on that knife, warthog tusk. Leather sheath coming along with it in your classic Arnaud Bernard knife card. 103393 at only $248 in ivory. You know, the old ivory's growing on me too. I'm getting to where I'm kind of liking that ivory. Ivory's a hot, hot commodity, folks. Getting hotter by the day, it seems like. Oh, woolly mammoth stuff's slowed down a little bit. Availability's decreased some. 106501, it's going to be out of the Roman numeral series, new 2020 Roman numeral series, the MMXX. So the knife that you're looking at right now, that 54 frame case XX Trapper, we might be on the second run of 50 on this. I'm showing we have 22 we can offer and sell right now. If this is on the second run, that means we've already received 100 of the 250 that we're going to be getting, and that's all that we're ever going to get. $69.95. No 10 dots on it, even though it's this year's, because it says MMXX for 2020. That's 50 years from now. It doesn't matter whether you have the box or not. You see that MMXX? Price guides, knife, you know, for old case knives and stuff, because 50 years is to be old. You'll know that this was made in 2020, the year 2020, the COVID year, unfortunately, and that no more than 250 exist. 106501, Christmas trappers. See how many of these that we had. Hey, you know, they had their hands full. And again, I'm not making excuses for Case. I'm telling you, I think that they have, they stepped up, folks, and they did what they had to do with what they could do it with. And whenever that happens, and they come through and they do what they can do, and they do the best that they can, and they keep on grinding and keep on going. Yes, that's something I'm going to compliment them. I'm going to brag on them. And they didn't have a whole lot of time for any Christmas knives like they normally do. They do Christmas knives and Halloween knives every single year. Well, it's not a normal year. It's bone, like ice. Ice outside on a snowy morning. Have the snowflake right there as your new Decade 10 dot. So if I had to guess, I'm probably guessing on this particular pattern, and they picked the Trapper, which not every year they do that. Actually, it's usually mini Trappers or something else. I would say about a fraction of the production took place on this 2020 Christmas knife than in any other normal year. 8 of them remain, $105.99. Well, that's got a whole heck of a lot of blades in it, doesn't it, folks? 1998 sow belly, tan bone. I'm going to double check that. There's one of those sow bellies that was had a different year on it. I'm going to double check while y'all look at that. Should get Emily to do it. 1998. So I guessed right on that one. Look at the honey bone on that 5-blade 10, all 1095 carbon steel, sow belly. An extremely difficult knife to build and to do it and to do it perfectly good and all right. All right, so you look at all of these blades on this knife. I want to show you something. And I don't mean this bad for any other knife company at all. All right, I flipped that side. You're not seeing the blade scratch because they didn't touch. A lot of times you'll see a scratch. You can't stop it. I mean, once it's built, you can't do anything about it. I'll probably find one here in the shows. I'll show you. So in other words, these are put together to where the blades don't touch. And there are 5 of them in one knife. Heck, you're going to find that happen with 3-bladed knives, much less 5. Single-digit numbers on that 1998 at $175 price tag, showing 9 of them available for sale. So Tim Scott, I know you watch. Hats off to you. You're getting better, Tim. That one's perfect. And I don't know how many times we've opened and closed those blades. I know Drew, Emily, and Jessica, I got bunches of times. As a matter of fact, when they see that knife on the show, they're thinking, oh my gosh, not again. 5 blades. $168 price tag on this one, 1998 Redbone. Redbone has really just taken off. Again, I was kind of surprised, other than the fact I started thinking about it. Well, we have not had a whole lot of Redbone. It took off. Plus, it's a nice looking, it's a good looking Christmas handle too. Redbone's good. There are 8 of these at $168 on what he calls a spline. I call it split back spring. A Stockman. To me, that is a Stockman. The back springs are done like a whittler, but to me, that is absolutely 100% total Stockman on that knife. Oh, hand-forged hand-forged stag. Oh, this is the 10-point buck, folks. All handmade, hand-forged. Look at that reverse etch, gunmetal etch. It's like gunmetal, like platinum. What a beautiful, beautiful etching. That's the old 10-point. There are 21 of them. 21 left, handmade Bertrams. Look at the deer stag. They tumbled these bolsters too. A little bit different. They make several different variations of a trapper. Look at the stag on that knife, folks. 21 of them left with the stand, with the hen and rooster acrylic magnetic stand like you see with painted pony knives. All hand-forged, handmade Bertram cottage knife from years gone by. Back in time, folks, 10 plus years. 106-426 for only 21 more orders. The deer lovers, deer fans, that was a nice one. Look at this red woolly mammoth. Look at what nature's done, Mother Nature did. And it took her 10 plus thousand years to do the red because that's not dyed. That is straight up woolly right there, mother of pearl. Copper, other elements, iron phosphate, there are other elements, minerals that, for whatever reason, particular ones that were, I guess, touching it or in vicinity when it turned red. Sometimes it's blue. Sometimes you'll see that it's all black. But the red and the blue, I've seen some that had a little tint of green. We had a KXXX Mako painted pony that had a little bluish green in it. I don't know if they're all gone or not. That was one of the rarest I've ever seen. But you're not going to have a whole lot done like this, completely all done by Santa Fe. I guess they're up and going right now as much as they possibly can. That is a beautiful, sleek knife at $98, especially having the capabilities right now to get that in red woolly. There's that free freight item, 106570 at $34.50. It's a good one too. That's just a nice carry knife. I like that pattern. I'm glad it came in. Just like the 0203 Whittler, only with with 2 blades instead of 3. It's perfect, folks. And now it's a free freight item. We pay the freight if you order it. Old Jim's Pick, 106312, $12.88. It's over $46 retail at that $12.88 price tag. It's all hand carved to bone by chip away. Another good look one. Another really good pick on that one with some emerald wood and just it's awesome. This is going to be a Yellowstone stag. That's kind of like a little bit of a larger deer skin, or that classic type of pattern. There are a lot of companies that have built them in the past, may not be building them now. Some of them still build them. They're not quite this large, but this is a little bit more of an ample knife to be able to use. This is going to be elk stag. This elk stag, the elk antler, the stag's coming out of the vicinity of the Black Forest over in Europe. And it was all purchased, the stag handle on all of these knives was purchased in early summer of 2019. And it just became available, I don't know, about 4 months ago or something like that. There you have Yellowstone. You're going to have a hand-tan top grade hen and rooster. leather sheath that's going to come with it. I'll show you the reverse side. Big old, I mean, they didn't skimp on the stag, folks. It's 4116 German steel, too. And you see how that stag has been done? Well, when you hold it in your hand, you'll understand. That has all been completely hand-selected. For this particular knife and that particular pattern, 5-star grade of antler at only $68.75 on the old good-looking Yellowstone. The pearl rust lock drop point, $84.47. This is a red pearl kieranite. This is a very, very durable, strong handle material. You know, rust locks to begin with, we don't receive a lot of them. And when we do receive them, it's more often it is in the clip blade design, that sweeping style, lazy California clip. You don't see a lot of the drop points. This is one of the hottest knives that case manufacturers, other than the fact of the pocket hunter, but the pocket hunters are about to be vaulted. They're about to be gone, folks, or put in the vault. Look at that beautiful, beautiful rust lock. Now, we have several of the other patterns that came in this beautiful Christmas red pearl kieranite. They are already sold out. I am showing like an average estimated retail on this one at $122.95. And when they put that spacer in there and they did, well, they split it up, that made the knife handle, didn't it? Set everything off. Look how pretty that is. 106463. It's kind of, again, what I call reference to as it's a happy handle. And then this is just a brute handle right here at 6.5 bone stack. Check that out. It's going to be done on the Mako frame. Now, this is bone. They do an incredible job. The folks at Case, we have 13 of these, by the way. That's a lucky 13 that we've got going on right now. They do an incredible job, doing the jigging and then the open hand flame torch to give it the appearance. So what they're going after is the red India deer stag that they love so very, very much, and then it became unavailable after an embargo. This also, for those of you that are interested, those of you that are collecting, this is going to be a new Decade 10 2020 knife. All right, that's all of that is about to come to an end because, well, we're about to hit 2021. Who would have thought? Look at that side right there. $110.53. Classic Mako. It's a good-looking knife. It's a good-looking blade. I'll open it up real quick. And then we got the mosey right on along. 57055 at $110.53 on that beauty. Pretty much the only new decade. Well, I shouldn't say that. The MMXX series, the Roman numeral series, that I'm going to have in this show. It might be a trapper or so, but most of them are the sow bellies. They haven't been aired as much, but heck, when we're doing them only 50 at a time, they're only going to be 250 manufacturers, so it's 5 runs of 50 that Michael Prater's rehandling in these. Folks, be honest with you, they're getting gone. I mean, they're gone very, very, you know that, don't you, Emily? Emily's always, she's in here setting knives up with her. She's always looking for the MMXX knives for people's orders. $79.95. TB, the late Tony Bose did the design work, Case manufactured it. There's no date on this except MM and an XX. So they took a sow belly Stockman and they removed the 10 dots. That's very significant. Replaced it with MMXX, and they're only going to be 250 that will ever exist. And the Purple Passion Coral line, yeah, people are liking this series, major liking that series, folks. That's 106583 is the item number at $79.95. You know, truth be known, 250 worldwide, our exclusive to you folks. If you see them anywhere else, guess where they came from? They got them from us. 250 worldwide is, well, that is just, that's really nothing. It's hardly any at all. We've counted every single one of these, and I know y'all have enjoyed these, and I believe it's probably about a week ago these were about out of stock, or might have even run out of stock, and some people were told that they were gone. It's because the whole entire inventory that we had on was not entered into our system. We didn't want to oversell on them. Now there's some quantities back. Thank goodness. It's Snow Pearl Turquoise Trapper. It's been a good one, too. Compliments Silver Horse Stoneworks. Beautiful seashell engraved bolsters. You got the turquoise. You got the mother of pearl with the acrylic protective coating. You got 4-channel inlays, the blue and the red. Look at that nice knife. 440 stainless steel. It's going to have a Rockwell test on it. I'll close these blades up real quick. Just a very, very, very well-made trapper. Look at all the colors that are going to come out in that pearl. Look at the pinks we got going on in that one. You got some blue. Oh, there it's changing to some teals and just some light grains on that one. That's a very nice knife. $19 is a good price, too, by the way. $19.75 for a $45 knife. 106469 is the item number on the Snow Pearl Turquoise Trapper. And look at what we got back in stock. Hey there, Drew. Drew's been doing all right, folks. We just got to get him to wear a Santa Claus cap. What's one thing that he asked me before the show? He says, "Do you mind if I demonstrate the self-defense night watchman?" I said, "You have at it, Drew. It's all yours there, buddy." This is heavy too. You want the freight knife just on this? Yeah, Drew's going to do the there. That's all rubber coated now. All right, so this is a very, very comfortable grip, isn't it, Drew? I'm going to let you take over and do the comments because I end up breaking something. I usually do anyway. Okay. Oh, yes, there's the old. See, Drew, tell me he is not a night watchman in disguise, folks. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's the easiest way to close. It's going to come with a sheet to keep it in. That'd be it would fit right nice and neat down black, but your driver's seat, wouldn't it, Drew, on the old night watchman? All right, this is the this is a 21-inch, Drew, or 26? Do you remember? 30. Oh, this is the big boy. 31 inches that's when it's extended at $24. 105, 161 on that one at a $24 price tag. Been out of them for a while. Well, guess what? They made it back in. Now they're available. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful knife. It's another one of those Coralon handle materials that people enjoy. You know, it's a pleasure to the eye to look at. This started off a whole new era of Coralon with the multicolors and the swirls and the happy and the pretty handles, and it was known as Emerald River Coralon. It first arrived in a club series. It was only available in the club. Look at all that pearl dust from pearl and painted pony knives that's been sanded, and you collect the dust. Look at that. Look at that side of that Emerald River, folks. That's nice. Look at the price that's been placed on this one, and it goes back to Black Friday, and we had a lot of Black Friday sale items. This one is one of the only ones that I have continued to show. And we had to have him make some more. And guess what? He did, and they are in the house. This is in the house, and it is ready to go out the door. Look at that beautiful Coralon. Normally, those are a $68 price tag. It's a $20 discount, and Michael Prater worked with us a great deal on that also for the up-and-coming holidays back when in November, before Black Friday. 106, 193. That is a very good purchase at $48. Well, $48 is that's a kind of a normal price on a Coralon handled peanut or little Texas toothpick. Getting on a Steel Warrior, that was an H&R. This is going to be the MMXX. Again, MMXX is the Roman numeral for 2020. So there's your date. This is the year. It's almost over and it's almost done, but that's it. But this was not ever done a great deal. The first series of the the Golden Ruby Coralon were one of 1200s, and they weren't often seen. I'm showing only 13 of them right now, but with that said, everything, all of this MMXX series are done in runs of 50. So the first 37 of these are gone. We will get another run of 50. We got to wait and see what he's going to be bringing tomorrow. And that's the package that was changed, as well as the dating system. I can't stress enough how significant that is that Case did that. And they did. So a beautiful, beautiful Golden Ruby Coralon handle at $69.95 on a 54 frame trapper, 10640 and A3. Well, I've just been waiting for this one, folks, since the show started. It is fruitcake time. Fruitcake time here in the studio. Look at all of the different handles on these knives that really they're not available in any other item that I'm going to have on the show that I can think of other than the fruitcake. And it's So Frosty's fruitcake. Everybody does it better than he does, especially this, the Blue Bayou. Blue Bayou, which of course is the blue, and then the darker, the brownish one that's very popular as well is known as Whiskey River. Now, we might have a few of the patterns available in some other sets on it, but likely not to be on the show. These were all put back for some displays, some countertop and floor model displays that were placed in the retail stores, and it was countrywide. The pandemic messed everything up. And it opened up the door for releasing some product to you. And with that said, you have a savings. It's $6.67 is what they break down to price-wise. You're going to have E.C. Simmons, which was out of St. Louis, Missouri. It was a hardware company. It was a big one, too. Big old E.C. Simmons double-barrel Damascus steel shotguns. Wish I had a few of those, but I don't. And Crowing Rooster. Crowing Rooster, I was buying Crowing Roosters from Clarence Reisner back when I was at Star Sales, folks. We got that brand now. And lots of different patterns. We have trappers, jumbo stopmans, not one jumbo stopman, but two. One of the jumbo stopmans, it's kind of solo. It's a loner in this set. It'll have the California Gold handle on it. Double-bladed toothpicks, medium-sized double-bladed toothpicks, small Texas toothpicks, double-bladed buffalo horn coat bottles, second cut torch bone coat bottles, blue bone. There's a little coat bottle in it, purple bone, some green bone there, and then buffalo horn. Got a nice looking buffalo horn, square jaw, square bolster stopman, and single bolster saddle horn trappers. $400+ retail, $120 or $6.67 breakdown, and recommend a freight knife on that one, folks. Well, you buy this beautiful, beautiful, look at the richness of the bone on that knife. I'll be showing it to you in a stag in a moment. You'll get a better idea of how nice that knife is size-wise. It's the perfect pocket. The perfect pocket, perfect carry knife. 106570, $34.50. You buy it, folks. The freight's on us. It doesn't matter if it's a $100 freight bill or $150 or $60 or $40. We're going to pay the freight if you put one of those in your invoice. On your invoice. Look at this 2020. This is a new date, Tim Scott autographing. We're getting real low. We're starting to get low on Tim Scott's autographing of the boxes. That's on the inside of the lid. That's a good place to do it, too. And finding out he'd never done that before. $218. So the last knives that were dated by Bluegrass for Winchester were in the year 2010. Well, there weren't many knives in 2010. I know that stacked leather stack fixed blade that we had was 2010. They're gone. So for 10 years, there was no dating that was taking place on any. There wasn't even a lot of Winchesters that were ever built. So this starts a new era of a dating system. Saltwater pinned on mother of pearl with a shield. That is incredibly important to realize the difficulty that it is just to do what you see here, not just the pins, significantly the shield. Look at that beautiful pearl. $218 price tag. There are 11 of them left that we have the autograph. 11 remaining with that Tim Scott autograph on 106-181 at $218. There's stainless too. I might have to work with Tim a little bit there on his penmanship. He does a good autograph, folks. So you just saw a $218 new dated pearl Winchester, and that there's not even been, I don't even think there's been 75 of them that have ever even been made. It's $218. And I think I'm going to protect my knives. Now, that says case, and those case folks up there you're watching, don't hold it against me, but a knife's a knife, and it needs to be protected, and you need to protect your investment. So if I had that pearl handle knife, or any of the case like abalones, all that other stuff, small price to pay for something that's going to protect your hard-earned money, the investment that you made. Here's a way to protect 24 of them. I mean, that is thick. It wicks away moisture. Nothing's going to scratch. There's not going to be a bolster that gets scratched because of this knife pack. It's going to prevent any of that scratching, and it's got a nice carry handle. The other ones are pretty much gone. That's just you're investing, you're protecting your investment. Whether it's a case knife, whether it's a Winchester or a Henry Rooster, any other brand, folks. And you can start right now protecting 24 of your knives at $68.75. Here's the golfer's tool. It's got a few of these back into stock. This was a hot item during the holidays as well, which is, still holidays. But a lot of golfers out there. What an unusual 07 frame mini trapper. That's what this is, 2020 10-dot mini trapper with the divot fixer, clip blade, beautiful, beautiful Bermuda green. I take that back. Forget I said Bermuda green. Nice tan bone. Golf. A golf life, folks. There are only 2 of them left. $93.67. You have your ball marker right there, and it'll clip onto your cap or your pocket, and that's what it's going to come to you in at $93.67. Golf lifetime 105, 124. First job I ever had was on a golf course. I'll never forget it. The Serenity Prayer. $108. I'm looking to see how many of these that we have left. Probably not many, folks. Move this one out of the way real quick while you are checking this beautiful knife out. It's bone. Look how they did that bone. God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the courage change the things I can. And you know what? You got to have the wisdom to know the difference. And I turn the reverse side. This is old money, by the way. About at least a $7 savings under this item number at this price. It'll go to $115. Then one of them went to $117. But anyway, serenity, courage, and wisdom. We could all use it. And that is done on a bone handle. It's done very, very, very well. 103,657 at $108. On that knife. $108, folks. Beautiful. Well said. It's going to be swing guard. It's going to be done in a pony jasper. Look at this jasper handle on this. This is a different jasper, pony jasper that we've had. These all come in, I think he has to do the 50-pound blocks when he does these. See what look at that side right there. And that's a stone. This isn't any coral on. That is all a stone. Isn't that something else? Wow. These have moved out quickly. Folks, we got like 24, $72.87. I mean, moved quick. They're just getting shown. Well, I mean, look at it. And it's kind of understandable, especially the fact that it's a stone and not some type of synthetic. Now, it's natural. There aren't 2 that are going to be the same. Every one of them that I've seen, that I looked at, were awesome. Absolutely awesome. I think you're going to enjoy this new look on a pony stone, a pony jasper. 10660 and a 4. All right, this is the 50th anniversary. The 100th anniversary is the Model 94. Got a certificate of authenticity. It's actually going to have George Smith. Sorry about that, Tim. Autograph. I'll show you here in just one moment. The rifles that won the war, or you have the bar, that's a Browning automatic rifle. Now it's Browning, but it's also Winchester Browning. All right, that's your bar. Your M1 Grand, that's a legend. I've got one of those. It's pride and joy. And then you have the M1 Carbine. You'll have one that's nickel silver, and the other 2 is what are known as the bronze. They're individually serialized. Of course, they all match. And they're beautiful work on each of the handles on both sides. This is 112 serial number. George Smith, down at the bottom, president of the Bluegrass at one point in time. 112 on that. Now I'll open the inside of this box up. Also, what's crazy is these are 25 years old. This is 1995 merchandise product. 25 years ago, these were done. And we have them right now in literally pristine mint condition. One thing that they do at Bluegrass, they protect their product, folks. They protect their merchandise, and they protect it for years and, well, for decades. 2.5 decades is when these originated. And $98, 25 years later, almost 26 years later, $98.75, and they're available right now. I remember those at Star, that and the 100th anniversary of the Model 94. This is the Eclipse, $46.83, done in G10 here. I'll get that one for you, Drew. Neat little bronze, nice. That's a lot of G10s, 4116 German steel convex ground. That's where you can attach an additional lanyards there if you're working around something where you don't, if you drop your knife, it's gonna be gone, like say water, lake, whatever. It gives you extra security as well. Just gives you an extra grip. Look at the amount of G10 that is in this knife. Isn't that something else? For only $46.83. They rolled that on the top, so it's actually very, very comfortable. It kind of sticks up just a little bit, as you see right there. They did that intentionally. Has a lanyard, top grade hand-tan leather sheath that's going to come along with it. Done in that nice blue and black G10, and the way that they cut it and everything, that CNC cut that handle, it gives you a grip. That is money well spent. That's a tank. I mean, that is one strong fixed blade knife, 9 inches in the over length, thick, thick, thick. 101-274. Excuse me, at $46.83. The Tanto K-bar, $98.75. Craton grip, black oxide finish. 9 of them we have at $98.75. Pretty much all the other K-bars are gone. This one's going to come with a Kydex sheath. Oleana, New York. That's where these are manufactured at. Completely 100% totally done in the United States of America. I mean, K-bar is it's a legend. You know, this United States Marine Corps knife. This is just modified a little bit on a different type of a pattern. The Tanto armor piercing Tanto design. It has a very, very comfortable grip on it. A sure grip handle, and then, you know, that Kydex sheath and everything, that's all good as well. But we only have 9 of those that are available. It is a worker, it is a tool, it is strong, it is very, very durable. Heck, folks, it's a K-bar. Good enough for the Marines? Yes. Well, and there's, you know, but I still see old K-bars every once in a while. People put up that their dads and their granddads carried. 6383, $98.75. A penny time. Indian head pennies, not wheats. Now, these are Indian heads. These are the Indian head pennies. Some of these that you're going to be receiving are, of course, I'm not counting them all out. Frost and Cameron and Terry and them have been doing it. Here's 1907 Indian head. I just like looking at these. Got a good shot of some that are standing up there. Good Indian head. Let's see what year this one is. 1901, 119 years ago on that one. 1898. There's something about, here's an Indian head penny. It was made in 1891. 1905. You're going to be receiving 20 of them in the coin tube, penny tube, for a $40 price tag. All different types of dates, conditions, everything. Every one of them that I've ever come across, that I've ever read, all the dates are completely, fully legible. And people are liking these. I do. I understand. I get it. It's just something about old money like that. Century, 100-year-old money, folks. If it could only talk. 105312, the Castillo Bacate. This is such a good knife, completely handmade in Spain. Spain's been world renowned for a long time, centuries. So, you know, sword manufacturing, that awesome brand known as the Muela. Sold many of those in the day, folks. The Muelas, very, very high quality, well made, just exceptional craftsmanship. This is 14C N28. Steel. This is going to be a Marala, yeah. Look at that wood, very, very dense. Comes with the pouch. It's going to come with the sheath as well, a leather pouch. You have some polish, and you have, I think that was a 360, the 320 to 360 grit, touch-up stone that's doing these. 14C 28N, folks. It's a Sandvik. Sandvik's a company that did the steel on these knives, $120 price tag. It's been voted and rated in the top 10 as one of the best all-time everyday pocket carry knives multiple times, and they're in a big-time company to be in that category, folks, at $120. Big-time company. It's a heck of a knife that you just saw. Plus the fact, you know what, kind of looked pretty good too. Kickin' Christmas Trio. 106289 and only $36.85. These are going to be a Coy River because we're out of most of all the other ones. These are running out as well. I like that Castillo. It's a very nice knife. While you are looking at the Kickin' Christmas. That's a good name too. People have liked these. The lady leg knives in general, people are really, this is an old. This is a pattern that came about way before I ever even knew what a knife was, way before I ever even took a fresh breath of air. A long time ago, folks, and that's saying a lot. That's malachite pearl, turquoise pearl, blue and red. And on the old lady legs from a Coy, front and back. They're $12.28 each, $123 retail value on those. People, there's just something about the old advertising knives. If you can ever find any of those around, it's tough stuff to do that. But old Buster Brown, knee highs. The knee high is the one that I've seen, not one in a long time. But those are the ones that I saw a long time ago more than any others. And really, I don't know that I've ever seen an old knee-high advertising leg knife in perfect condition. Look at the purple bone on this big old trapper right here. Big old German bull. That is a big one. Look at the frame on that trap. It's a folding hunter frame in a trapper pattern. Look at the bone. Look at that deep canyon jig on this knife. 4116 German steel. $34. Wow, don't get your fingers in that. $34.87. That's all that knife is going to cost. That awesome diamond shield, but purple. I mean, it's the color purple. We can't keep in stock. Lots of other companies getting in on that bandwagon. And it's been that way for quite some time. That's why you don't see a great deal of it. We're working on that. 106310 on that big and German bull. A jumbo trapper at $34.87. This is the Wolverine at $78.63 by Sling Blade. FPR first production run done in D2 tool steel. It's a tool. This is D2's good. It's going to turn. But, you know, so does 1095. So does Damascus. There's a D2. The way this has been designed, this is just a multi-purpose, multifunctional camp knife, guide series knife, hunter's knife, fisherman's knife, outdoor person's knife, almost a cleaverish type, but yet it can perform all different other types of functions. And with the durability and the strength of D2, and there's plenty of it in there, folks, it is very, very strong. But one thing I always have to add on these sling blades and any other knives that's done in D2 or Arnaud Bernard's, folks, the knife is simply sharp as a razor blade. Be careful with it till you get used to it. 106576. at $78.63. You'll like those. $175 price tag on this one. That's that's the largest of the large sunfish by Winchester. It's a 1995 oddball year. I call it oddball years. At 1995s, I'm aware of about, I think I tried to figure it out the other day, 4 knives, including the lot blade that mostly is just painted ponies. 4 I can think of 95. Now, he may have done others that we've never had, but on the show, really just as far as pocket knives concerned, I mean, precious few of those, just 2 or 3 patterns. The one with the Model 94 rifle shield, this is the one people are wanting. Dated 1995 on this big old sunfish. Something about that rifle shield, well, it goes hand in hand. It's Model 94 Winchester, lever action, and it's a Winchester brand. Look at the amount of bone in that knife. Look at that big, look at all the steel that's in that blade. It's going to be out of the classic, it's not even the cartridge series, it's the Winchester series. From 25 years, just like the guns that won the war. 1995, and I didn't count those, I'd forgot about those. There are not very many of that sunfish that you just saw. Not very many at all. It's 106, 220, and an 8. $76.99. So we had the butterbean in Stag by Case, little butterbean mini canoe. This is the peanut. Now they reference to this and they call it red Stag. Well, that's not to be, don't be confused with it being red India deer stag. It's not. This is flame torch stag from the Craftsman at Case. They torched it. They gave it the appearance of red India deer stag, and I'm glad that they did. That is a beautiful, beautiful handle. They are doing, again, with everything that's taking place, they're pouring their heart and their soul into all of the knives that they're making the best that they possibly can, folks. What a beautiful peanut. And to me, these are rare. All of the Case stag handle knives are rare because you see so precious few of them. $76.99, 56915 on if you're interested in one of those beauties. It's going to be done in the African Blackwood. There's a good workers. For those of you that are buying the Arno Bernards, but you do not want to use one of them, I get that. I understand it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. But now I could with this one because of the handle on it. Out of Africa, very, very dense, very, very strong. You can see a tight grain in it. Let's see if I can move that a little bit for y'all. I probably won't help you any. Tight grain. Bowler N690. There are only 7 of these now. It's all that are left. So if you need one, you want one to use, or you want to buy one for someone to use, and you're worried that they won't use kudu, I wouldn't. They won't use ivory, I wouldn't. Well, here's the African Blackwood at that $248 price tag. Sharp. The only difference really in any of them is going to be the handles. A lot of the patterns are just different handles. Just a nice little perfect worker, actually. So 7 are available at $248, and I will stand by any person who buys an Arno Bernard with a one statement. You're buying one of the best knives I've ever been able to speak to you about, period, bar none. This is a 1990 Winchester. It's 30 years old, almost 31 years in age. It's tree ring woolly mammoth ivory, 10,000 plus years old. Even Michael's saying now it's because it's getting deeper. A lot of this coming from riverbanks. They found it in 2012. A young boy saw a big old tusk sticking out of a riverbank. But the erosion and everything. Michael's saying 15 plus now, 1,000 years in age. You got some woolly right there, and then you got some jet, both sides. These knives are drying up. This 1990 Winchester fixed blade, that is drying up. You have the original Winchester box, the original Winchester sheath, and you will also be receiving a woolly mammoth certificate of authenticity. That's all mirror polished as well. Tim, good job on that. Same price we sold the very first one at, $294. 50 on that hunter. It's 104407. 30. A knife. Yeah, he's kept them good. He kept humidity, everything away from all of his knives. Found some old K-bars the other day. Those 70 K-bars from the 70 folders. And get them on a show to do on the internet. Those of you that are going to be receiving that web blast register from registering for our giveaway, Winchester giveaway that we're doing. That's how you're going to receive it, folks. Going to be some hot commodity merchandise. New Decade 10 dot on that one is too. Look at that beautiful, beautiful deep cherry bone handle on that 54 pattern. Look at the richness of this bone. Show the reverse. Now yours is going to be looking different, but still, isn't that? They just make a knife look good, do they not? It's a 10 dot. Gosh, I haven't shown this one a great deal either. The whole entire year. I mean, here and there I've aired it, but not a lot, folks. For a 54 frame trapper at $52.60. Well, what you're looking at right now, that is a really, really good value. A really good value on that trapper you just saw at $52.60. Here's the swing guard. These are 03s, 2003s. Buzz Parker's made his way into the studio. He's not wearing a Derrick Henry uniform, but $175 price tag swing guard from 2003, 17, almost 18 years in age. All right, I'm going to set that one right down there, Jessica. This is blue wine copper. It's a celluloid. It's 3030 Winchester primer shield. So that is an actual celluloid handle. But when I first look at it, it kind of just gives me, I think of the duck feather, for those of you that have ever seen or remember that on the, or have some, on the old fighting roosters and stuff. We even had some one time on some second generation bulldogs. The old duck feather. It's awesome. That's one of the first blue wine celluloids that we've had on the show. We've had ruby copper, but there it is, folks. $175 price tag from 2003, 10655 and a 1. This is a Hella. This is an absolutely fantastic blade as well. It has a 3 laminate steel on it. You have a 2 hard core and a soft core. 2 soft cores and a hard core. Hard core is going to be in the middle. And basically, when I hear that, and they don't divulge the steel that they're using. They keep that, I guess, as their trade secret. But I think it's San Mi 3 steel. Very, very tough. Retains an incredible edge. It's been around for a while. San Mi 3 is a very, very difficult steel to do. Real tough. It's tough to make it to come out right. These are completely 100% handmade in Norway. They're working. They want you to use their knives. They're craftsmen. They oil, sand, polish, handle. Oil, sand, polish until the result that they're looking for, they've achieved it. That's just in the handle. This knife is absolutely super duper sharp. I mean, it will hold an edge too. $159.95. It's going to come in a tube, and it's also going to come with a very, very nice polishing cloth. And they use saddle grease on their sheaths. That is all completely done and rubbed down by hand. Just on the sheath, folks, $159.95. A few of those that we have left, 10314 and a 0. Our Hellas have run out, folks. Might be a Mander or 2 left. The Les Stroud, and then a few of the ones that you just saw there. The Harding. There might be one Egan Model 75 I saw up there. If you see it, it'll be on the website on the internet. Model 75 Egan. We only have one. Had 2 of them. One's gone. Without it, it's just off our website. Golden Age bone, this is 2019. This also lacks a date. It also lacks a case date, which would have been 1 dot. It's a CXX and an X. All right, MMXX is 2020, CXX, and the X is 2019. So that's how you're going to know when that knife was manufactured. There were probably about 1,000 of these that were produced, and that is absolutely all. It was an exclusive special bomb shield. Changed the packaging and all that good stuff for the collectors out there. What needs to be done, they've done it on these. One run, 1 year, 1,000 of them right at it. Most of the other patterns are about 750, and that is all that was made. $64.90 is all that cost you. Thank you very much. I hope your holidays, again, I know I say it a lot, but I mean it. Hope they're pleasant. Hope they're stress-free. Hope they're as good as they can possibly be for you, and you can enjoy your families. I know some of you can't. It's been tough, you know, and it's going to be a while. We have to stick with it, won't we, Buzz Parker? But the veterans of this nation, thank you so very, very much. Don't go anywhere, Buzz Parker. Chase. They are coming up to show you some good stuff, folks.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Cutlery Corner Network. My name is Chase.
And I'm Buzz Parker. And we want to welcome you into another exciting episode. We're coming here from WFROS Studios, right outside of Chattanooga.
Frost. Oh, I see what you did there. That was good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's usually you do something like that, see. So I've been polishing up my...
Well, I had something prepared, but I think we'll just roll with that.
Okay.
We've got a couple things going on tonight. First of all, we have our free shipping item, which is a pen knife in Honeybone by Hen and Rooster.
Yes, it is. It's
fantastic shipping item.
It's really a little half whittler, let's say.
You can say that.
It sounds better. Or you know what I call these two? It doesn't matter what you call it. Senator's knife, half whittler, traditional Hen and Rooster. You know what? The most important thing is the price.
You know what I call it? A deal.
A deal. Hey. And the bone is beautiful.
It sure
Seriously.
is.
$34.50, that means anything and everything that you buy, as long as you get number 106570. If you buy one of everything Chase tells you about the whole show, as long as you buy that, everything ships free as long as you live in the continental 48 states.
You know, growing up, my mom told me I had beautiful bones.
You're just big boned.
Thanks, Buzz. Another deal we have going on, we have a special giveaway on a Winchester commemoration knife from 2000. We gave that away yesterday, but this is coming up on February the 3rd.
Yes. And
gigantic, on the small side, pocket knife.
Yeah.
Beautiful rosewood there on the handle. Very large Winchester banner-style shield.
Carbon steel, big clip blade, turn of the century etch. There it is. And this is what they used to set in the windows of like hardware stores. It's a conversation piece and a attention grabber to tell people they had knives.
It certainly is. That's one way to let them know. So barbershops had the candy cane stripes.
Yes.
And hardware stores had the display knives.
Absolutely.
Well, I know which store I'm walking into, as you can tell with my beard. Not the barber.
No, not the barber for you.
So with those two out of the way, Buzz, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You know what you call someone who doesn't believe in Santa?
No.
Eggnog stick. Moving on to Jim's pick.
Yes.
We have a fantastic deal on a chip-away fixed blade for just $12.88.
Yes, we do. This is a 12-inch overall full-size hand-carved. What's the box on this? Where's the box, Drew? The box usually tells...
I'm not quite sure where the box is, but just drawing upon my memory, I believe this is called the Thunderbird.
Yeah, this is the Thunderbird. I thought that was it. The Thunderbird Bowie by Chipaway. You've got that handlebar guard, and I like the wood spacers in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Hand carved on both sides too. That's genuine bone, stainless steel clip blade, brass. There's your handlebar guard, and then you've got a double stitched leather sheath that, Chase, I'm going to tell you, the sheath's worth at least $12.88.
Yeah, and that double stitched leather sheath is basically its standard for Chipaway.
It is. It
Wonderful S guard there in brass. As Buzz mentioned, it is hand carved all the way around.
And if you notice, thick blade on it, hand carving, that's been torched as well now Only $12.88. Retail on this is right at $46, $46.32. Whatever we don't sell is going back up to $24.50 next week.
Yes, it is. So get these while you can. Buy multiples if you're able to.
Yes.
Jim's pick, just $12.88. Item number 106312.
Woo of the week. That stands for with order only. Is that called an acronym when we say that?
That is an acronym, yes.
With order only. And it's got a neat, I don't know what you'd call that camo print. Pretty camo, I guess. White Oak Mountain camo.
White oak, I think is what they call it.
Oh,
Perhaps even snowblind. What's nice about it, though, is if you are out hunting with this and you do drop it in foliage that looks similar to your handle, it has these little green inserts here that makes it a little easier to find.
I see that. This is an assisted opener, I guess.
It does have a pocket clip on the back. It is assisted opening, as I will demonstrate for you here. Very easy to open. Fantastic.
I'm sorry. What I like about it is the finger groove contouring. You can grip it right in the palm of your hand. And
Glass breaker there on the back. Let me give a little better demonstration. There you are. And what's more, Buzz, if you weren't aware,
Fire starter.
it does have a fire starter.
Oh, wow. And the fire starter, I'm going to guess, fits
It's right
into
here.
the end of the handle.
It does.
That's neat.
Which is where I was looking for it at.
Yes.
But what's nice about these magnesium rods, and what I recommend you do, is you just shave a little bit off, get a little pile going on your tinder. Of course, I'm not going to do a huge pile here, but you get a nice pile going, and there you go.
I dare you to start the table on fire.
I probably could,
Okay.
but I won't.
No, we probably shouldn't. We'd have to cancel the show.
It's a whole new meaning to Christmas lights, Buzz.
Yes. That,
Woo of the week, just $12.50. Item number is 106
and a
566.
Oh, and a whole new reason to get a pink slip, too.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, anyway, add to order. This is the same as Woo. This one, all you have to do, place an order. Like if you want 10 Jim's picks, tell them you want number 106572. This is a beautiful trapper, and what's neat, look at that shield.
Yep. And that's pretty indicative of a Sharp's cutlery.
Uh-huh. I'm going to guess this is kind of like a golden jig bone,
I'd say so.
golden flame torch jig bone. Beautiful bone.
Very well done coloring on that.
Yes.
And most commonly, we're used to seeing Sharp's cutlery bringing out fixed blades, and we all know the high
Yes.
quality of those.
Yeah,
so I
and-
can only imagine the quality that goes into making their pocket knives as well.
What I like about it, you've got that Sharp's cutlery, the same font as on the edge of the buoys. That's your tang stamp.
Right.
And again, we got a rifle shield, beautiful, genuine. That is gorgeous bone. Rockwell tested 440 stainless blades as well that are polished. Only $10, was $15. We've got it marked down to 10. All you have to do, place an order, and with that existing order you have, add to order number 106572. Sharp's cutlery, full-size trapper, only $10 in bone handle.
And just like our Woo of the Week and our Jim's Pick, that is only a week-long special, so do get those while you can. Buy multiples if you're able to.
Just next Wednesday at 8 p.m., the deal goes off on those,
That is correct.
which next Wednesday will be the 30th.
It will, because it's a day after my birthday.
Yes, and we're going to have a special birthday show celebrating Chase's birthday next
I
week.
won't be here.
Yeah, we'll get you a cake and pie face you with it. That would be good for TV.
I'd be okay with that, actually.
Yeah, that would be your mystery gift, just like the mystery box here. Now, Chase, I don't know what's in here. I honest to goodness don't, folks. He probably does, but I will tell you, he'll tell you this too. We've sold these for more than $20 in the past, and that's why it's marked down in kind of a mysterious covering here.
Well, Buzz, you know how the old adage goes. If I tell you,
It's not a mystery.
I'll probably go get fired. So I'm
Or
not
you're-
telling you.
I thought you were going to say, if I tell you, I'm going to have to kill you.
No, that's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Oh, is that how the saying goes?
Yeah, you've never heard that?
No.
Okay.
I don't know where you come from.
Well,
Hannah Rooster Executive Mystery Box, just $20. Fantastic deal. One thing to point out about these is that we never get returns on them.
well, no, Jim Frost makes sure that you've got an exceptional deal. This is going to be an executive. Now, if I have an idea what's going to be, what frame is going to be, but folks, for $20, a hen and rooster, you can't beat that.
You really can't.
No. you
And I
can't.
guess that's why we keep it a mystery, because just that. We don't normally sell hen and roosters anywhere near this price.
No.
And we don't want to show exactly what's going to be coming with it because we don't want to, scare away anybody.
Well, the thing is, like I said, I can guarantee we've sold them for higher than this in the past, but hey, we're keeping it mysterious and fun and keeping the price down to $20, number 106065. Pride Lockback. I don't know what brand is this?
Steel Warrior.
That's right. I was making sure. Anyway, this is the Barracuda. This is one of the best lock blades ever been produced in cutlery patterns, and it's a Frost Cutlery staple since 1978, this pattern.
It's a fantastic everyday carry knife.
It is 3.5-inch closed, and what's neat about it, there was several things. That is not plastic handles. That is genuine bone, red, white, and blue bone. It's a great carrying lock blade. What I like about it too, this isn't, let's say, a so-called skinny knife, but it's not fat, very sleek. If you're an executive, it carries well in your pocket.
It is, and what's nice about that, to kind of tag along with what you mentioned about perfect for carrying in the pocket, is those rounded bolsters. It's not going to get snagged on anything.
No.
Easy to get out, easy to put back in the pocket. I love that it's a lockback.
Yeah, and there's one thing, that American flag round shield, that sets it off. It's Steel Warrior fit and finish, and has a Rockwell tested clip blade, 440 stainless composition, and best of all, Chase, only $10.
Yeah, you're not going to beat that price, especially for a Steel Warrior, which is basically Frost Cutlery's premium pocket knife line.
And bone handles, and the American patriotic theme to it. Great deal. Just like this, the Tonto Fighter. This is the improved version because, number one, we've got it now with a genuine leather sheath. These used to come in the all-weather, the nylon sheath, which was fine. That has its function and good quality leather now. Leather. And this is a classic design. And Chase, I know you have seen the other brand that's famous for this pattern. And,
absolutely.
And it's about $200.
Yes.
And this one's about $28.75.
Yeah, generally you'll see this with a set of a samurai sword, a smaller one, and then a Tanto fighter that was generally used for seppuku.
Oh.
Or ritual suicide by samurais.
Okay. Well, we've got this one that's used for collecting and good times and good cheer and cutting down bushes.
I don't recommend doing any of that with this, except for the cutting bushes, of course.
Yes.
But on a higher note, and a little more family friendly, the Tanto blade was actually designed historically to be armor piercing.
I did know that. And you know what's funny about that, what you just said? I have never met anybody that does not like this blade style.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It is. It's a great blade style. It's a classic.
Not only is it very cool looking, but it's extremely functional.
And what I always think about this, you may not, it's aggressive looking. It's a very aggressive looking blade. And what's even better, the grip. I love a rubber grip knife. It's almost sticky in your hand, little textured checkers on there.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to drop that.
No, thick steel, that's a good 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 to a 1/4 of an inch, thick steel.
And just $28.75. You're not going to beat that for the Tanto Fighter, high quality leather sheath. Item number on that is 106108.
Speaking of high quality, this is a nice knife, that classic pattern. It's the good old 3 3/8 inches Barlow.
Yes, it is. This is by the John Primble line.
This was made in Ohio, USA, 1095 carbon steel. And as you can see there, Chase, this has that, what we call little banana worm groove jig. It's not the deep worm groove, but as you can see, it's definitely got the jumpy worm groove pattern to it.
And on that jigging that Tim Scott has done on there, that was done with the original Rogers jigging machine.
That's the original Rogers jig. That's exactly right. This has the John Primble Goods of Honor logo. I love that little trademark, that Goods of Honor logo. Finest steel. And you see that's the Goods of Honor trademark logo. Manchester, Ohio is where this knife was manufactured. It's got the pattern stamp there on that front side pocket end bolster. Great knife, a classic collectible pattern, Hall of Fame cutlery pattern, absolutely.
Original two-piece packaging.
Yes, yes.
What do you think's more likely, Buzz? Or what do you think we'll see first, a picture of Sasquatch or a picture of John Primble?
Neither.
Which one is more mysterious? I'm kind of leaning towards Bigfoot.
I think you're about right. And Tim's, I mean, excuse me, Chase is right. Everybody's heard of John Primble, but no one has ever seen who John Primble. Well, I haven't either. I've never thought about it.
You think the two of them could be the same person?
Well, it could be Bigfoot too.
John Primble Barlow, 102690.
Or D.B. Cooper.
Maybe they're all three. Have you seen them all in the same room at
No.
the same time?
No.
Suspicious, Buzz.
Dogleg deal. And we're having a good time today, folks. It's about Christmas time. We're going to have a good time. So ignore us if you think we're being funny, but we're trying to be. This is what's called knife entertainment.
Yes.
Yes, and here we've got the entertainment. This one I love. There's one knife in here that you can probably guess which one my favorite is in there. It's that
Buffalo
purple.
horn?
No, the purple.
I thought you were going to say Frostwood.
I do like number 2, but I do love the purple Appaloosa bone.
Well, there we have the buffalo horn. Genuine buffalo horn there on that dogleg trapper handle.
These are, this is what's neat. We've came out with this. The dogleg trapper, I'm gonna tell you, the normal size is 4.5 inch.
Right.
That's, to me, that one's always been a huge, too big to carry knife. These are actually 3.5 inches. These are perfect carrying size.
Yeah, this is definitely the best size, at least in mine and I guess your opinion, for a dogleg trapper, because
Absolutely.
full size, like you see in a standard trapper, just the shape of it is a little bit cumbersome.
It is, it's huge, and that has its place, and there's people that like those, but we've came out with a way really to solidify it as a more carrying friendly knife, and it's in this 3.5 inch size. Beautiful handles, that purple Appaloosa, red jig bone, torched white second cut.
You know what the best part about the set is?
The price.
$5.75 a piece on these.
You got that right. $5.75 stainless steel blades.
I mean, I
These
say this a lot. Just think about it. What else can you buy in this world for $5.75 that you can get the same amount of function out of a knife?
You know, he said that about 3 months ago, and that holds true. There's hardly anything.
I spent $10 on lunch today, and it's gone. I can't use it again.
No, you can't.
You pay $5.75 for each one of these, you're going to have it for a long time.
That's exactly right. And it's got that beautiful classic frostwood, the multi-laminated color that came out about 1977. Then that purple Appaloosa, just a beautiful little set here. Great price, $5.75 each.
106562 item number.
And here we have the Hen and
invisible
Rooster.
knife.
What?
No, go on, go ahead.
I,
The invisible knife is what I said.
Oh, okay. This is the Hen and Rooster acrylic stand. Now, you've seen these on the Painted Pony, these acrylic bases. These are magnetic.
Yes, they are.
And they really, this isn't just like, I'm gonna say this, a chunk of plastic. This thing, it has a function. What it does, it holds your knife in place. That's the important thing. Plus, for a Hen and Rooster knife, it's earmarked. Yeah, pick the knife up and show them. Just, you can't separate. And that's important. If you want your knife securely displayed, you don't want to have to worry about, let's just say, for instance, the wind blowing it over. It's not,
right.
I mean,
If you're keeping this outside.
yes. If
Or your
keeping-
windows open.
Or your windows open. It's not going anywhere. That's our real point here.
To note, this knife is not included. That was just for display purposes, pun intended.
I mean, Chase, can you imagine like a Hen and Rooster big stag jumbo Congress?
Oh, it'd be
on there,
beautiful
a
on
stag trap pearl, a pearl big stockman, the pearl new cheetah. I mean, anything. This is built especially for Hen and Rooster, and it's only $19.95, and it is let's call it an insurance policy to protect your knife as well while it's on
Absolutely.
display.
Yeah, I'm very happy
$19.95.
that Hen and Rooster came out with these.
Me too. Me too. It's in that green Hen and Rooster font, and a great deal at only $19.95. A great accessory, especially would look great. It'll look great in your collection even with the Hen and Rooster knife on display. Stag Spotlight. Chase, is this a Voss Cutlery?
Yes, it is.
We just got these in because we have not had these, and I remember these when they first came out about 2 years ago. Of course, they're long gone.
Oh, absolutely.
And what's neat about this one, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this one locks.
Yes, it does. That was the first thing I noticed when we came out with these a couple of years ago, like you said, was that these are dirt busters, like you're used to seeing, but these are lockbacks.
Yes, this is a lock blade, which is very, very uncommon. The 1971 case Sodbuster in the black plastic handle that locks will bring upwards of $150 now. For some reason, That one is it's a hard to find one, and we've came out with it. And what's even better about this, look at the stag. You know,
Huge slabs of stag on there.
think about this. This is going to be, what's this, 5 inches closed?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Think about how big the stag really had to start out for this knife.
That'd be a big elk.
It would be big, huge pieces of stag.
And they can only get that size if you just let them run.
That's it. A nice drop point blade, drop point Skinner blade, and a huge piece of stag, huge on both. Oh, one other thing, it's got a half stop. It's got a half stop too.
Yeah, I love knives that do have the half
I
stop.
do too, I didn't know that had it. Got a half stop, and we're gonna give you this sheath to go with it. This one, it's priced great. If you want a stag knife to use and carry, that is a great deal, $44.70. The stag on it would cost $44 to buy.
Oh, absolutely.
2 pair of stag that big.
And speaking on the half stop, I mean, it's one thing that you may think is a little insignificant, that it just stops right up here and then you have to pull it again. But it's a huge deal, at least around here when we're out there opening and cleaning all the knives.
Oh, yes.
It's a very nice safety precaution that is helpful in a lot of different areas.
People love half stops. I didn't even know that one had it until I opened it. Yes, that has a half stop, and of course, magnificent, genuine stag, only $44.70.
101-466.
Here's a pair of the new Sharps Select buoys. You know, these have that European design, that
They're
stamping.
kukri.
Yes, yeah. I always call this a bolo style blade, but you're right, that's more of a kukri blade. But what it has, this is total that you see a lot of European carvings and stuff.
Right.
That's that style on that bolster.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is on both sides as well. We want to emphasize that. Full tank construction, and a deal at only $28.50. As you can see, the Sharps all-weather nylon sheath is inclusive with these. One has an eagle, and one, I believe, has the buck deer.
That is correct.
The Duo retail is $79. That's $39.50 each. We're going to sell you the pair for only $14.25 each. And you're right, that is a definite kukri design.
Absolutely. Kind of a Middle Eastern design, Persian style blade.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I love the artwork there on the bolsters. That is a neat European style cast stamping on there of the deer and the eagle. Number 106-574, the pair for only $28.50. Holly Jolly Jumbo Trappers.
By German Bull.
German Bull, and that new German Bull diamond style shield, brass diamond shield. Genuine bone handles on all 4 of these, and Chase, 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 on these.
Well, I'd probably say 5 1/4. There's definitely large size trappers. I'll grab another trapper
Yes,
just for
show 'em.
size reference. These have been incredibly popular, especially that green bone.
Yeah, there's one in here. My favorite is the purple on here.
Get your little size reference with a standard size trapper. Maybe that might not help too much.
Yeah, it did
Ow.
too. That's your standard 4 1/8 inch closed trapper. He's giving you an idea. These are whopper trappers. They're big.
Significant size difference.
Yes. We have a smooth natural bone.
Red bone, very rich color on all of these.
There's the natural bone. That would be good if you like to mess around with scrimshawing. If you're interested in that, you could scrimshaw
Oh,
perfectly
absolutely.
on that. Then you've got the old style green bone. And then last but not least is that beautiful purple. Deep grooved purple jig bone, all natural handles, German stainless steel blades, German Bull stamping on both blades. And how do you like the new shield?
I love the new shield.
I do too.
I'm a huge fan of any type of shield, and I like that German Bull is kind of updated and revamped what they've been using, which is the Saturn style.
Yes.
But item number on this is 106-514, just $120 for the Holly Jolly Jumbo Trappers.
Okay, here we have an assortment of trappers. We've got 10 trappers for only $98.
Yep, breaking down to $9.80 a piece. So this is the Holly Jolly Not So Jumbo Trappers set.
Yes, this is going to be still your standard trappers. These are your 4 1/4 inch or 4 1/8. Depends on who's measuring it, but it's your standard trapper, big frame trapper. I believe, all natural handle, except for one. And,
Right.
And by definition, we have to have this one in here.
So we have the banana jig bone with the first generation Steel Warrior shield. Coming up behind that, we have the tiger bone, or
Which
it's
is
oxhorn.
with tiger stripe embellishment, bolsters and handle. And this one, Chase, now we have to have this one in
Oh,
here.
absolutely. The Christmas Sparkle Synthetic.
Yes, Christmas Sparkle.
Very festive.
And there's 3 different red bone varieties here, you know, to keep with that holiday season and the color theme. There's a beautiful red bone, a delightful red bone, and a spectacular red bone.
Wow.
But now, these absolutely are different shades. They really are.
They are.
They're different shades. You've got one that's a darker red, one that's a lighter, one that's kind of in the middle. Genuine bone handles. There's your autumn second cut. This one, if you live in Texas or Tennessee, you'll like. That's your orange smooth bone. There's one of the reds.
Another one of the reds.
And I believe your back one's going to be your darker red. I love that back darker red
So we
bone.
got like a 50 Shades of Red thing going on here.
Yes. The important thing here, the deal you're getting, $9.80 each. Rockwell tested 440 stainless blades. Each one of these also includes a 2-piece box. $283, 32s are retail, so about $28 each. We're going to sell them to you for only $9.80 each. That's the set of 10.
Absolutely a wonderful deal that we've had going on. A lot of people have been buying this up. Very popular. Item number is 106540. Holly Jolly Trappers.
This is a great way to preserve your knives, to protect them. Plus, we're going to give you the digital camo pack. Now, this is what we used to refer to as knife packs or
Yes.
knife notebooks. You have these leaves in here that actually protect the knives that are in here displayed.
And what you can do, just so we can demonstrate, these bands actually get tighter the more you put in here. Maybe this was a one-person job. But you just shove them in the 2 different bands, and you're ready to go. Perfect for storage or traveling with these. They protect your knives very well. 16 per slot, depending on the size of knife that you're putting in there. Like if you're putting toothpicks, you can probably fit 32 per book.
You could. You get 2 of the books, 2 of these notebooks. You could even put these on your book, in your bookcase, and kind of disguise them. You know,
Could actually.
You really could.
Just hide them with the encyclopedias. No one will ever know.
Exactly, because nobody ever gets the encyclopedias out anymore. Not like
Yeah, definitely not.
Not at my
Not
mother's.
me.
There they are. There's 2 of these. There's your digital camo tote pack. Only $19.95 for
And
the
what's
3.
nice about this set, I'll show you guys real quick before we move on, is that this camo carrying pouch fits both of these
Yes, I didn't even.
perfectly inside here.
Well, another thing, if you go to knife shows, gun and knife shows, and you want to carry your knives, you know, to tote and trade, this is perfect, built just for you.
It absolutely is. Item number on this is 105229. And it is ready to go.
Camo knife pack. Great way to protect your knives, a great accessory to sell.
And just $19.95. Just imagine the amount of money you're going to spend on not just 32, but 64 knives, or if they're smaller, double that amount.
That's a good point.
$19.95 to protect your investment is no big deal at all.
That's true. Arno Bernard, the bongo in kudu bone. Arno specializes in fixed blades, and they specialize, you know, I believe every Arno, correct me if I'm wrong, is bowler
And
in
690, that's
690
correct.
steel.
So far.
So far, yes. That's what we have seen. I'm going to tell you this first. Retail on this is $699.95, but not here. We work closely with this outfit, as my grandfather used to call it companies. Yeah, with this outfit, $338.85. This is beautiful bone. Chase, you probably know more about what this, the kudu. It's a South African animal.
It is. It's a very large animal too, up to 1,000.
1,200 or
up
so?
to 1,000 pounds, yes.
Yeah.
And this is basically the inner bone that is in the horn, a very large twisting horn that these animals have. And they've used these for the scales on their knives.
Now this one, unlike some of them, it's got some little ridging or jig, if you want to call it.
It does. It's a little bit difficult to pick up on camera. I'll do my best to show them.
One thing about these, the finish is great on these knives. You can see the luster on it. It's got a beautiful finish on the blade. There it is. What would you call that? A slotted?
Sure.
Or
Ribbed.
ridged? That's right.
Ruffled.
Yeah, ruffled. Kudu bone is absolutely gorgeous. And as a really unique feature, that's got, I believe, a kangaroo lanyard.
Yes, that lanyard with the kudu bone barrel on the end of it is kangaroo leather.
Yes. Yeah, and your bead on there is another piece of kudu bone. Full tank construction, great fit and balance on these. You get the polishing cloth as well. The sheath is absolutely fabulous, has the AB trademark stamped in it. These are built by Arno's 4 sons in South Africa, 100% handmade. You'll love this knife. If you're the guy that says, oh, I've got every knife I need to carry,
You must get one of these.
get one of these.
It's as close to perfect as it gets when it comes to knives.
These are fabulous. $338.85 for a $700 retail item.
106-295. Here we have another Arno Bernard, but the Bataleur.
Oh, this is the first one of these I've seen.
We've had it for about a week now. Very sleek shaped, almost torpedo-like.
True. We just got these in, and I'll tell you, I like the little drop point blade on this one. It's got a sleek little blade. Again, you've got a kangaroo lanyard with the kudu bead. Oh, that's beautiful bone.
See, there you can see those ridges or ruffles a lot better.
Yes.
Adds a lot of grip to the handle for you if you're out there using this. And what I like most about this design is that it's just so fluid the way it's shaped.
It is.
It just seems like one solid form.
Plus, you've got some jimping, I believe, there, Chase.
Yes, you do.
You've got some jimping there.
That jimping is right here for your thumb. Adds a whole lot of grip when you're trying to make delicate cuts.
Absolutely. Again, you've got a superior quality leather sheath, has the Arno Bernard trademark stamping. Excellent, excellent fit on these, handmade. Plus you get the polishing cloths. Not all of them come with the polishing cloth. This has the polishing cloth, certificate of authenticity. Retail on this one right at $700 also, $326.75. And again, Bowler N690 steel.
And you know, when it comes to knives like these, or more importantly, the price of something like this, you gotta bear in mind that, like you said, these are all 100% handmade. A lot of work and a lot of detail goes into making these knives what they are today.
Yes, they do. We always run out of these. Matter of fact, we only have 3 left of this one. We never do keep these very long, and it's hard to get them back in.
That's right. There's not a whole lot of knife brands that we have on the show that I can say wholeheartedly is a lifetime knife, but
Yes.
Arno Bernard is 100% gonna
Yes.
last you a lifetime.
They sure will.
106-294.
Well, here's who you were talking about.
John Primble?
No.
So we do have a picture of him.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it might as well be John Primble, right? This is the social distancing champion knife. It's on Steel Warrior Yellow Banana Bone Trapper. And of course, we're talking about Bigfoot.
Definitely the social distancing champion. He does an even better job than I do, and I'm not a very active person.
$59.95 is your MSRP. We're going to sell it to you for $24.50. It includes that color lid gift tin, Steel Warrior 440 Rockwell tested stainless steel blades.
The knife will fit inside of here with the blades open. Perfect little display tin. Great for a gift. It is still a Steel Warrior knife. Yes, a little bit of a novelty, but definitely great for a gift. Beautiful banana jig bone handle with the first generation Steel Warrior shield. And that extra laser work that went into it.
Yes. Embellishment there on that master clip blade. A neat, I don't know if you'd call this it's kind of what's that? Urban legend.
Yes, there you go.
Urban legend theme. Social distancing champ. Of course, recognizing Bigfoot.
You know, we should get more of those.
We should.
Should do the Loch Ness Monster or something.
Yes, we
I'm going to write that down.
Yes,
Folding
that's
hunter
true.
phenomenon.
Yes, this is a group of 4 Ocoee River folding hunters. Beautiful, all these are bone. Now there's one of them is my favorite. It's that one on the bottom there. I guess we call that the brown feather jig. Beautiful knife, kind of a light amber peachish color. There's your honeycomb jig bone in yellow. Got your blue in the feather jig. Brown in feather jig, and then you've got that one on the bottom,
Pine cone.
pine cone.
There's that other feather jig in the brown bone. And there
There
we
it
have
is.
pine cone. Honestly, one of my favorite jiggings that we've come out with recently. Folding hunter phenomenon, just $74.50. Per piece on this is going to be $18.63.
Yeah,
Buzz, was that your phone?
that was the public service announcement. They're doing flyover right now.
They are.
Yes, it's okay. That's all it was, folks.
Duck and cover, Buzz.
Yes, they are. Anyway, we've got a 5 1/4 inch folding hunter, full size. All 4 of these stainless steel blades, only $18.63. Love the bone on the one in the bottom left-hand corner.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
my favorite.
I mean, all of these.
Yeah, they all look great.
We don't have these jigging patterns or even these
No.
colors really
No.
on any other knives.
Brand new from Ocoee River. Super deal, about $42 each retail on this set. We're going to sell them to you for $18.63.
106, 119.
Ooh, do I like that's new.
Yes, it is.
This is brand, bro. I've never. Did we just got this in?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Full size gun stock, color washed, 2020 tang stamp. If you think we're being overexcited about telling you making a big deal about the 2020, we're not. We only got these in about 3 months ago, the 2020, believe it or not. So up until then, we were still seeing 2019.
products. I mean, we're still sometimes getting new ones in.
We're still, but this is beautiful.
There's a
This-
lot of things going on with this. For one, it has that beautiful patriotic color wash. Has that USA laser etch on the blade.
Yes.
It's 2020.
2020.
And it's also a gun stock.
A big gun stock, which is very odd. That's the 3 3/4 inch. That's not your 62-15. This is a 6.2, 62-130, the big gun stock. Not the 62-30 that's been retooled. It's the 62-130. It's got a long pull master spear blade. And again, as Chase said, it's got that 2020 10-dot tang stamp dating, which is ultra collectible. Any case tang stamp that lands on the decade always.
Yes.
For some reason, that's the tang stamp. Some people, they specialize in just those. They'll collect the whole set of anything made, whether it's Delrin.
All year.
All year. Whether it's Delrin, yellow Delrin, jig Delrin, white bone stag. But if it's got that 2020 tang stamp, they're going to get every single one of them.
So basically, if you have something from, say, 2020 and compare it to the price you're going to get for something from, let's say, 2024,
Yeah.
the one from 2020 is going to fetch a larger price just because of the collectability of it.
It's that tang stamp dating, absolutely. Here's a new one, special factory order collaboration between Frost Cutlery, W.R. Case, and the great Michael Prater. This is a beautiful, I like that, cat's eye. This is one of the original Coralons. I can remember these from like around 20 years ago. This Coral, someone said the other day they thought this was the first one that he did. I don't know.
I don't know who could have said that.
I promise you.
Who knows those kinds of
Who
things?
knows? Yeah, really. That's called useless trivia.
I know, right? Like what
Yes.
size shoe does the Statue of Liberty wear? 872. Now this is Cat's Eye Coralon, one of the first of the Coralons
Yes.
that Michael Prater came out with. Generally used for the numismatist sets with the coins.
Yeah, this is a classic color pattern in the Coralons. The cat's eye, beautiful greens and golds. There's only 250 of these to be issued. Now, we only got 50 in here before Christmas. We won't be getting any before the start of the year. It's etched on the clip blade with Premier Edition 1 of 250. Special tang stamp dating on that rust lot. We'll explain that. We ran over. Let's explain the tang stamp dating now.
So this is going to be just like the rust lock, but of course this is going to be a trapper and in the 24 karat Coralon. But as far as the tang stamp dating system and them kind of getting away from that, this is a special edition Roman numeral series.
Yes, the
With
only
it MMXX tank stamp.
Yes, and that's a Frost Cutlery exclusive, that Roman numeral. We started in 1992 getting Roman numeral dated knives. They're all special factory orders. If you've ever seen them on the marketplace, just like this one, and this one here, and the rust lot we just showed, they come through here. This is the ground floor to get these on. That MMXX dates it as 2020 issue, and on your bomb shield, it also has that MMXX tank stamp dated.
Yes, it does. And these are one of 250.
One of 250, yeah.
So there's 250 made of this one, 250 of the rust lock, and that's worldwide, Buzz.
That's worldwide. Plus, we're going to give you this. I love this box. Whoever designed this box did a great job. You see that box looks unusual. Well, that's because it also is a special factory order packaging item as well.
And that's what I love about Case. Any type of new rendition of something they come out with, they change everything. It's the box, it's the tang stamp, it's the laser etching, the different shield.
What makes collecting fun. You're exactly
Absolutely.
right. One of 250 on this, the 24 karat 6254 Trapper, only $69.95. Oh, kickstart in this. Okay. John Deere green bone, as you can see. That's really called bright green, but you might as well call it John Deere green.
Which is, I'm assuming, the look they were going for.
Yeah, we didn't see this in red bone
No.
for some reason.
That'd be strange.
But anyway, this is an officially licensed product. And I think we're going to have our professional demonstrator. He's good at these.
I'm going to try to get over there.
There's your, now they used to not have these, Chase. Now the John Deere has the hologram stickers as well.
Yeah, and that's actually a huge thing for collectors.
It certainly is.
So this is your standard trapper lock pattern, but this is going to be a kickstart, which is Case's version of an assisted opener, but on a traditional folder. John Deere shield, beautiful jig bone on the green handle.
It's corncob jigged bright green bone, or as I always refer to this when I do copyright up on these, as John Deere green bone. And you've got the Nothing Runs Like a Deere official two-piece box, straight from the factory.
I was actually talking to Gil about that the other day. I feel like a cheetah might run a little faster. But I assume they're talking about the tractors.
Or a gazelle. Yeah. But anyway, we're talking about tractors. Okay. The gold, I like. Ooh,
Have you seen this yet?
no.
This
Now,
is new as well.
The silver, of course, we had.
Yep, we did have the silver Stardust. Those are pretty much gone.
Yeah.
We may have a couple around here lying around, but
I wonder if Dustin Rhodes knows about this.
that's all just dust in the wind.
Okay. Anyway, for all you wrestling fans, you'll know that what I was referring to there. The gold, I love this. Gold Stardust. This looks like actually the old style Goldstone, but this is in a Kieranite. It's safe. It's not celluloid. This is Kieranite. Boy, that is gorgeous.
And it has the black Sparks shield.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
SPARXX.
Capital XX, yes. Spark shield, fluted nickel silver bolsters. Now this is a Tony Bowes, the late Tony Bowes designed this. Tony passed away on November 22nd. 86. We're sorry to hear. This is one of his designs, and Tony Bowes' work will definitely live on.
I was saying the other day that this reminds me of like a back pocket knife that you would see.
You're exactly right. Back pocket knife is a half inch, and it's 4.5 inch, because this, I like the size of this one better. I'll be honest,
absolutely.
It's 4 inches closed, and I love the spear blade. That's a true sharp surgical steel spear blade.
I guess it would be safe to say this is essentially just a mini back pocket.
It kind of, sort of. Most of the back pockets either have a clip blade, and very few of them have a spade blade. This, though, the tribal lock has that spear blade, and it locks.
I may be wrong, but is the back pocket, is that a Tony Bowes design as well?
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
There's
absolutely.
a correlation there, I think is what I'm
Oh,
getting
there
at.
is, definitely. This one, though, is easier to carry because of the size difference, and it locks.
Absolutely.
Love this pattern. Tribal lock in gold dust. Beautiful handle. Ask your operator. We may have more patterns in this. I don't know. These are brand new.
We do have a couple other ones, so definitely ask your operators about them.
Yeah, if you like this
Speaking of
handle.
beautiful handles, Buzz, this next one I don't think you've seen either.
No, I haven't. Wicked purple. I'm assuming this is a Kieranite as well?
Yes, it is. And it's going to be on the trapper lock pattern, just like that John Deere trapper lock was. So assisted opening. Just an absolutely gorgeous purple Kieranite they've done.
Yeah, True Sharp surgical steel clip blade, 2020 tang stamp dating, and there's another special feature too. It's got a nickel silver bow tie shield. Pocket clip. It's pretty neat. Like the other day I was in Lowe's and I saw a guy, he had a kickstart, because the pocket clip, he had a kickstart
Right.
on his pocket. It's pretty neat to see these. People have been, of course, collecting them, but you know, this one was a bone one. People can work with these. You know, it's a
Absolutely.
great work knife as well. Retail $187.95. Your price $134.26. This one again is brand new as well from W.R. Case & Sons in Bradford, PA.
Just $134.26.
Well, we've got a beautiful Michael Prater crafted painted pony edition. This looks like a hammerhead.
It certainly is.
Yes, 5 inches closed. Oh, it does. This one's got the hammerhead etch. I always like them when they got the etch. Some
Absolutely.
Of them, sometimes they don't put it. I love it with the etch on the blade.
This is going to have black jet, 40 count web turquoise, and spiny oyster channel inlays.
Yes, and as you can see, there is file working galore on this. The spine of the clip blade, the liners, and the back spring will have file working. Now, this is one of those acrylic bases that we were telling you about earlier in the show that we sell the Hen and Rooster for $19.95. It's very vital to this because, you know, it would be a shame if you had one of these and didn't display it.
Oh, absolutely. It definitely would.
You know what I mean?
This is the type of knife you're going to buy and then just throw in the drawer in the kitchen that you forget
No.
about.
And there Chase is showing you the file working on the back spring and the liner. Look at that. You're also going to get the W.R. Case & Sons Job Case leather sheath that originally came with this frame, and the Michael Prater notarized hand-signed certificate of authenticity. $1,900 retail. Your price, only $497.50.
Now, if I remember correctly, this is actually a discounted price because this was closer to $600 the last time we showed it.
Yeah, we had it one time for $599.95.
Right.
You're exactly right.
So definitely grab these up while you can. Only 5 were ever made in the world. Only 5 will ever be made.
That's right.
Item number 106388.
1997. This is a Tim Scott find up in Manchester, Ohio. This is a Winchester canoe, and the 1997 is not the pattern number. That's what year this was made.
That is correct.
And Chase, there's something neat about this canoe. When you look at it, I remember the first time I saw this when I thought, it's those slanted bolsters. Canoes never come in slanted bolsters. This
Yeah, it's
does.
something you never see.
No, this has slanted bolsters. I actually wish Case would come out with canoes with slanted bolsters. That would be a whole new variation in the pattern that would make it more collectible. Also, you've got dimpling, you've got dimple bolsters, slanted and fluted bolsters on here. 1095 carbon steel blades, and I believe this is Tim's burnt orange jig bone.
Yes, it is. And you know, I'm a huge fan of these old style Winchesters, but I will tell you the one thing that disappoints me about them is that I've come to the realization that they age a lot better than I do.
Well,
That's the only thing.
Yeah, well, that seems to happen to all of us, man.
That is true.
Yes. Yes, we don't all, I can't wear the same size jeans I wore in high school either. I wish I could. But
Get these while you
anyway,
can. Just a couple of these left. $175. Item number 106545.
yeah, pin shield as well. Oh, goodness.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness, this is beautiful. This is your Chrysocolla Sunfish. I believe this is your 4-inch mid-size, yes. 1095 carbon steel blades. Now, this spear blade, I love this blade because it's got a double pull. Now, as you can see, Michael Prater has put Chrysocolla on here, and you told me it's a family of turquoise.
It is in the turquoise family. That's going to be banded chrysocolla. There's a couple of different types you can get, as is often with turquoise. But this is absolutely my favorite kind of turquoise out there. And I love the work Michael Prater does with it.
Oh, yes.
Now, that is a spear blade on
Yes.
there.
Double
And
pull spear blade.
you may be wondering why it's so large and I guess abnormal when it comes to spear blades. And that's because the Sunfish was actually a rope knife, is what it used to be called. Used a lot in the Midwest in the early 20th century to cut rope on shipyards and docks.
Yes, it was a complete, he's right, it was a complete, let's just say a crude work knife.
Yes, absolutely.
But over the years, this is it's one of my top 5 love sunfish, or some people are going to call this an elephant toe as well.
I mean, there's elephant toes, we have sunfish,
fish,
sleeve boards, and then we
rope
have
knife.
whaler's knives,
Yeah,
which I still have yet to see one in person.
Well, there's one brand that makes them. I'll show you how to find that.
Is it Great Eastern?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, this is your true sunfish, rounded bolsters, beautiful customization, 4570 pinned head stamp shield, Winchester cartridge series etching. $399 is the MSRP, your price of $198. And also you get that original Winchester 1998 factory packaging with it as well.
You know what I love about this is that, of course, it's not going to be a painted pony. It's not going to have all that fancy file work, but
Yes.
it's a pattern that I love.
Oh,
it's
man.
by a brand, Winchester, that does amazing work, and it
Yep.
has huge pieces of chrysocolla on there. It's just a
Huge.
gorgeous knife, under
Yes.
$200.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, this would be a fun one to carry.
Oh, it absolutely would.
It would.
That would be a story piece. You're going to get some questions when you pull it out of your pocket.
You sure will. $198, we only have 2 of those left, 106 450. Holiday Homemaker, I bought my daughter a set of Hen and Rooster kitchen knives for Christmas.
Good choice.
Yes, and they are. They're priced. I remember the first time that I saw, I think it was this pattern, because it was me and you on the show. I couldn't believe the price on them. And it wasn't one of those planned, oh my goodness.
Right. It was
I
genuine
was like,
surprise.
I said, wow, really?
You know, it's funny you bought a set for your daughter. I actually have a set in there that I need to take home for a Christmas gift.
Yes. And they're fantastic value. They're Hen and Rooster, 440 hot forged stainless steel. Chase came up with the best name for the handle construction and engineering, single forged.
Essentially, yes. So the blade and the, I guess, guard or bolster, you could say,
Yes.
kind of wraps into the tang. It's just one solid piece. I'll stop it right here so you can see. You see the blade just goes directly into the bolster and into the tang, so you're not going to get any food particles or anything stuck in there that you're going to have to clean out.
Very sanitary. so
It's
to
much
speak.
like why the rivets were kind of taken out of the inside of cooking ware, just because a lot of
okay,
food
yes.
particles got in there. It was hard to clean.
Yes.
Very unsanitary.
Well, you've got all kinds of, if we had a box, we could read it more efficiently maybe. I know you've got the Santoku, you've got a paring knife, a chef's thank you. There
And
we
6
go.
different steak knives. Well, 6 of the same steak knives.
Oh, you got a set of steak knives on
You
here?
do.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
complete set.
Okay, you got the steak knives. I didn't even know that. Folks, this is a fantastic, you're paying $4.52 each, plus you're getting that deluxe kitchen storage block. Oh, and there's a sharpener too.
Absolutely. You know what's great about this is that you can pay upwards of $400 or $500 for a complete set like this from places like Wusthof. But from Hen and Rooster, you're going to pay just under $60.
Yes, since he said it, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to add to it. Price a Hinkles or Wusthof set.
Yeah, Hinkles is another one.
Yeah, price those and then price ours. You'll be amazed. $58.75. And if you get the Hen and Rooster half whittler or free freight item to pay your freight on this, you're going to still come out tons better with this pricing.
That's a good point. This is going to be a heavy box.
Yes.
So we definitely recommend getting that Hen and Rooster shipping knife.
Certainly do.
It's going to cut down the shipping to absolutely $0 for everything else on your order. Item number on that is 106570, just $34.50. You're getting an extra knife, and you're getting free shipping.
Thank you. That's right. Love you like that. See, this is. I'm going to be honest. This is a pretty Coralon, nothing wrong.
Yep.
But I'm not a red and black guy. I like the feather macaw and the tequila sunrise.
The brighter ones. Of
yeah.
course, I like those as well. I'm kind of in the same boat. Yeah,
no.
those are nice.
Now
but
this is one of his. This may be your very favorite.
this is my number one.
Okay.
My favorite colors, I'll admit, are blue and green.
Okay.
But there's just something about the simplicity of this that has drawn me into it.
Well, you know, you think about it. It's just like colors of cars, colors of shirts. I mean, Michael Prater, he's smart because he may not like the ones I like, but
Right.
he makes something for everybody. This is Lava Hot.
It's Black Lava Coralon is the actual name of it. The name of the set is Lava Hot Coralon. But I guess what draws me into this, to me, I guess, in my opinion, there's just something mystical about it. There's a lot of depth that I feel that goes into the Coralon that I don't really get from any of the other ones.
Yeah, this is your favorite color of Coralon, and that's why we make them in all different purples, blues, greens.
Yeah. There is
Lava.
something for everybody.
Now, what's even neat about these, you get the black Coralon special factory order packaging. These all have a special tang stamp in the pattern stamp as well. Like the toothpick we're used to seeing, for instance, a bone one,
Right.
610096. It's a 910096 SS. True sharp surgical steel blades on all these. You've got a mini trapper, standard size muskrat, the medium frame 3 5/8 inch 18 stock knife, 9254, big trapper 4 1/8, and then the toothpick.
You know, it's a perfect start to any sort of collection, or it's a great way to get some premium gifts for friends or family.
Absolutely. This is Coralon by Michael Prater. It's completely safe. It's not like the old celluloids.
No, certainly not. It's not going to rust your knife or catch on fire.
Thank you. Yes, he just gave the public service announcement of what those could possibly and did do. These are safe. Michael Prater, Coralon, beautiful, beautiful variation. They're all going to be different. It's the
Absolutely,
same type
yes.
handle, but the front and the back, no, they may not match, but
Right.
they are beautiful. Plus, these all have a nickel silver shield as well. Great set for $159.80. And next up, speaking of Michael Prater, now what is this Coralon called?
It's the Peace Silver Dollar. Oh, that Coralon is champagne.
I've never seen this one. See, that's what we were just talking about. I'm glad we got this on here because here again, here's a Coralon that kind of goes along with the color theme of this set. Oh, wow. Reminds me of the Avalanche in a way, but there's no
A little
gold.
bit, yes.
And what you see in that shimmer in there, that's the pearl chips that he formulates into there now too. That's little minute, tiny pearl chips.
You know, and I want to point that out, that you said that he uses now, meaning that he didn't used to put those pearl chips
No,
in there.
no.
And I can just imagine the amount of just beauty and color and
does.
sparkle that he had thrown away over the years.
Exactly. And we're glad he started using it. We only are making 50 of these. That's only 50 in the world. And that is that beautiful, what's champagne Coralon?
Yes.
Brand new. As you can see, you get the silver dollar with it, the peace dollar from 1921.
That coin is gonna be from 1924.
20, okay. I guess it originated in 21. That's a almost 100 years old coin. You get dual certificates of authenticity and the hard shell display case. It's also stamped with Peace Silver Dollar on the front lid. By Hen & Rooster, only 50 made. $329.95 MSRP. Your price, $159.80. A Michael Prater Frost Cutlery and Hen & Rooster collaboration, $159.80. Ooh, I like this one. This has the look of like a Roman centurion's knife, or a Roman
Absolutely.
themed
Like a
knife.
gladius.
Yes, thank you.
A
Yes.
gladius with a clip blade.
Absolutely. As you can see, the handle has that Roman themed shape to it. It's full tang construction. And folks, this is not a 8-inch knife. This isn't a 10-inch knife. This is 15.5-inch overall. You know, we've had these in the Vipers before.
Yeah, it came in a series. We had the Viper, the Venom, and the Venomous.
Yes.
Were the three. And what I like about this handle, I guess for people with larger hands, it's still extremely comfortable. You'd think, just by the shape of it, it'd be pretty uncomfortable, but it fits and forms to your hand quite well. Mm-hmm. Very comfortable, excellent guard protecting your fingers and your hands if you're going to be using this for chopping.
Yes. 3 blood grooves in the blade, in that front side blade. 3 blood grooves in it. Frost USA all-weather nylon sheath. And great frostwood handles. This has no green in it though. It's kind of different. It's got the gold, blue, and red. No
Yeah,
green
I'd say it's
frostwood.
more of the second generation, possibly even third generation of Frostwood.
Very much so.
$16.80 for a fantastic and very large fixed blade.
Yeah.
Item number 55643.
The Kershaw Cryo 2. This is, you know, Chase, the other day we were talking about these Kershaws, and there's not a whole lot to say about them. Number one, everybody knows the quality of these.
Oh, absolutely.
They work great. I mean, they're nothing fancy about this one, but show them how, the thing I like, the guy at my work today, we had one. I said, barely open it. You'll see how I call it effortless opening on these.
Absolutely.
These are fluid motion. They work superbly. I bought a group of confiscated from the airport's knives one time, and it was full of used Kershaw knives.
Really?
Yeah. In other words, what we're saying is people carry these all over the place. These things, I mean, they're just smooth as silk. I don't know how else to say it.
Now, what's special about this one in particular, it's a frame lock, which is my favorite locking mechanism on any sort of tactical.
I did not know
Does
that.
have a pocket clip, but also it's designed by Hinderer.
Oh, okay.
So in conjunction with Hinderer and Kershaw, they designed this knife, came out with the Cryo 2. Perfect frame lock, tactical, opens just like you'd expect a Kershaw would, $56.75. And with that, Buzz, I believe our time is up together. I can hear Tim yelling for me to come back into the control room as usual.
Oh, you're leaving?
I am.
Oh, well, I need somebody.
Don't forget about our free shipping knife, and don't forget to sign up on our website for our Winchester giveaway. And good evening, everyone. Have a good night.
And a Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all the holidays in one. And I will see you next time.
Okay. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more Cutlery deals. Okay, we're back, and we've got a beautiful, stunning set of knives here. This is called the Abalone Connection, CCN number 106122. What you have is 4 abalone handle knives with the acrylic overlay. Why that is important, I'll tell you the acrylic overlay. These are very safe to carry if you drop them, because this is a genuine shell derived material. It's a natural material. You don't have to worry about it cracking. You don't have to worry about in your pocket it flaking off, getting chipped, cracked, broken. These are by Crowing Rooster. You're going to have 4116 steel in these. Now, got a 5-blade Kentucky Congress 5-blade. You've got that large California clip blade as your master blade. You've got a small saddle horn, 3.5 inches closed. One of my favorite. I love the small saddle horn pattern. Then you've got a Stockman. That's the Anglo-Saxon Whittler, 4 inches closed with double pulls. There's your Kentucky Congress 5-blade. There's your mid-size 3.5 inch Stockman. Each one of these has stainless steel 4116 blades, nickel silver bolsters, and these handles are pinned, as you can see. Again, acrylic overlay on these sheets. That means they're perfectly safe to carry. The one I'd recommend getting to carry, I love that small saddle horn. $155 the retail, so about $38 to $39 each is your retail on these. We're going to sell them to you for only $13.69 each, the Abalone Connection. All 4 pieces, $54.75. Trail of Tears Trapper. This is by Steel Warrior. You're going to have a Rockwell tested 440 stainless blades. This is a theme that commemorates a very, very sad time in American history. If you've studied this or read about it, I don't need to explain it. We could have a whole show about that. But at any rate, this is the commemoration piece for this. It's on a Steel Warrior 4.25 inch trapper that's been embellished. That's genuine bone. It's natural bone. There's your front side, and there's your back. We're going to show you it's natural bone with that laser embellishment. Now, your master clip and spay blades also have the special etching commemorating this. Trail of Tears with Native American. Now, the spay blade is etched with, in the Cherokee language, and also in regular English. The Trail of Tears, where they cried. Commemoration trapper here by Steel Warrior, $36.96 list price. Your price, $28.53. Dancing Lights, the Choctaw. This one's one of my favorite patterns, the Choctaw. Our best-selling lock blade frame, 3 3/4 inches closed. Rockwell tested 440 stainless clip blade. Very hard knife to make. The reason why, if you go right across here horizontally, imagine all of the hafting that has to get to polish out all that material. Nevertheless, we still make it because it is a great seller. This one is in the Dancing Lights synthetic handle. Now this handle is going to be a composition handle. It's much like, I'm just going to say, it's much like Coralon. Safe handle, not celluloid, and a great gripping knife. It fits right in your hand. It's the Choctaw, perfect. Just the way the frame is shaped, it locks right in. When you close your palm up, close your hand, just a great feeling knife. And if you're like me and you like wild colors, you'll love this one, the Dancing Lights handle. Kind of like, I would call this a Happy New Year style handle. Very festive looking. Nickel silver bolsters, $34.96 retail, your price $15.75. Has a half stop as well. Again, our most popular lock blade frame, the Choctaw 3 3/4 inches closed by Steel Warrior. Now, the Choctaw and Buffalo Horn abalone sectioning. This is fingerprint abalone. As you can see, that is an abalone piece, and there's no other ever that will match it. That is unique to itself, and the fact that it's fingerprint abalone, and we'll show you the rear side. Absolutely gorgeous. That is just stunning. Beautiful, genuine abalone. Rockwell tested 440 clip blade. Section buffalo horn, smooth, polished buffalo horn. And as you can see, you've got stamping on the bolsters there. They're fluted, and you've got kind of a notching as well. $16.75. The abalone on there is worth $16.75. And again, it's the Choctaw frame, 440 Rockwell tested clip blade. Beautiful knife, fingerprint abalone, stunning, by Steel Warrior. $16.75, number 106318. Black Hills Polar Express. This is a workhorse of a knife. This is a muscular knife. It's got G10 handles. It's full tang construction. It's going to have an inset into the top spine of the blade. That is sharp as well. That is sharp. And of course, your regular blade is going to be sharp. All kinds of grind in here. You've got serration. You've got tooth serration right there. You've got a clip even on the edge part of the blade. The edge part is clipped. Very, very unusual. You have a blood groove. I don't know if I said already, it's full tang construction, of course. And you get this all-weather ballistic nylon sheath with the Black Hills Steel trademarking. It's got a pouch right here that will hold a stone or a folding pocket knife. We just got these in. This is a brand new design from Black Hills Steel. It's got a nylon lanyard as well. You got the lanyard cord. Excellent value, only $19.46. A true workhorse of a knife. Feels great in your hand. Grips good. Those serrations right there gives you locked in jimping to control when you're cutting with it. Very multi-purpose, rugged, survival type knife by Black Hills Steel. The Polar Express, $56 retail, only $19.46. Lady legs, these are new from Ocoee River. Beautiful handles on here. You've got this, what I call blue ice pearl. That is genuine pearl, solid sheet pearl with that blue. I don't know how they get that color swirl in there, but they do. That is beautiful. Then we have the abalone, solid sheet abalone on here. These are stamped on the bolsters with the pocket end bolsters with OR, which signifies Ocoee River. You've got the Rockwell tested 440 stainless clip blades. These are your standard 3 1/4 inch closed. That is the lady leg standard of length. These have the reason we call them lady leg, if you can see, it's got like the silhouette of a leg, and then there is the shoe. This pattern started out in the 1920s. They were just real thin stainless steel usually, or brass. And what they would do was they would stamp them with advertisements from companies. It's a long time pattern when we came out with these in the last couple of years. Great handles. that Blue Eye, Mother of Pearl, and Abalone. The pair for only $24.87. Deal of the day, all 4 of these for only $6.68 each. What we have is 4 copperheads. We have 4 copperheads here in natural bone, Caribbean blue smooth bone, that purple Appaloosa bone, and buffalo horn. These are going to be 3 1/4 inches closed, stainless steel blades, nickel silver bolsters, brass pinned. Great value on a knife here. This is another rendition of the copperhead that we make. As you can see, it's got that copperhead slanted frame. Love the blue one, love the purple one. Was $32.50. They were only $8.12 each, but now we've even marked them down this weekend to $26.73. That's for all 4 of them. All natural handles, smooth natural bone, buffalo horn, purple Appaloosa, and that Caribbean blue smooth bone. $32.50 was the price, now only $26.73, number 105651. 21-inch Night Watchman. This is going to be a self-defense tool that has a rubber grip to it. It's a checker or diamond rubber grip, grips to your hand. Here, show us. You're real good at these things. There you go. And Drew knows how to work these. And that's how you shut it. And if you hit it on a wooden table like this, it's going to make a lot of noise. And that's why it's just effortless. What? Yeah. And it's a great personal protection item, of course. Only $19.95. Very solid built. Plus, we're going to give you this all-weather nylon sheath to house it. Something good to have in your automobile, something good for your house especially. And again, the grip on here is fabulous. Rubber grip, diamond checker texture, only $19.95. Retail on this is $45. The Night Watchman, number 105464. Oh, I love this little frame. This is, you could call it a swell center jack. Really, though, it's a Coke bottle. Whenever you see this pattern, you think of the case 62 25.5 pattern, 3 inches closed. And the reason why it's called a Coke bottle is when you stand it up vertically like this, as you can see that the swell center, it's the shape of the old style Coke bottle. That's what we call it. Smooth brown sugar bone, German stainless steel blades. You got that Hen and Rooster round logo shield, a master clip blade and a small spear blade, brass liners, pinned brass handles, brass pinned handles, excuse me. $66.67 is the retail. Excellent price on this for a classic pattern, number 2863, number 106391 by Hen and Rooster. This just came out this year. The Talon by Chipaway. This is a fantastic buy. $12.88. That's it. Folks, the sheath is worth $12.88. However, we're going to give you the knife too, of course. The knife is going to be 7.5 inches overall, sectioned buffalo horn and smooth bone, full tang construction. It's a gut hook style blade. You're going to have about about 1/8 of an inch thickness on here. It's stainless. The handles are pinned. It's by Chipaway, so that means customarily, most all the time, you get that genuine leather sheath in it. $12.88. That is the price. That is a super deal on this knife. It has a lanyard hole also in the end, and most importantly, the last thing I want to talk about is the finger groove contouring. Folds up right in your hand perfectly. Feels great, good balance, lightweight, and full tang construction. The Talon, number 106539, only $12.88. As I was talking a few minutes ago, the value on Hen and Rooster kitchen sets is exceptional. Folks, the block is worth $39.95. However, you're going to get a chef's knife, a slicer, a bread knife, utility knife, and of course, the all-star of the set, which most people This is the one they use most of all, the paring knife. Beautiful walnut handles, 440, excuse me, I think these are 8CRs. Let's see the steel composition of these. I believe these are 8CR MOV. Yeah, 3CR 13 MOV. Steel in these by Hen Rooster International. Folks, the chef's knife itself, we could easily charge $39.95 just for the big chef's knife by itself. However, you're getting the set of 5 and the block, which is also stamped with that Hen Rooster International logo and the steel composition, 3CR13 MOV. All this for only $39.95. That's a sensational deal. It's Hen Rooster International cutlery. The very first time we had some Hen Rooster cutlery on here, I was surprised. It's been a few months ago at the price that I was surprised. Yes, you can shop around online and you'll see what you can pay and what you can pay here. $39.95 for the set of 5 plus the Hen Rooster block in attractive packaging, great for gift wrapping, great to sell. Retail on this is $102.67. Great buy, $39.95. Speaking of high quality, this is a nice knife that classic pattern. It's the good old 3 3/8 inches Barlow.
Yes, it is. This is by the John Primble line.
This was made in Ohio, USA, 1095 carbon steel. And as you can see there, Chase, this has that, what we call little banana worm groove jig. It's not the deep worm groove, but as you can see, it's definitely got the jumpy worm groove pattern to it.
And on that jigging that Tim Scott has done on there, that was done with the original Rogers jigging
That's the
machine.
original Rogers jig. That's exactly right. This has the John Primble Goods of Honor logo. I love that little trademark, that Goods of Honor logo. Finest steel. And you see that's the Goods of Honor trademark logo. Manchester, Ohio is where this knife was manufactured. It's got the pattern stamp there on that front side pocket embolster. Great knife, a classic collectible pattern, Hall of Fame cutlery pattern, absolutely.
Original 2-piece packaging.
Yes, yes.
What do you think's more likely, Buzz? Or what do you think we'll see first? A picture of Sasquatch or a picture of John Primble?
Neither.
Which one is more mysterious? I'm kind of leaning towards Bigfoot.
I think you're about right. And Tim's, I mean, excuse me, Chase is right. Everybody's heard of John Primble, but no one has ever seen who John Primble, well, I haven't either. I've never thought about it.
You think the two of them could be the same person?
Well, it could be Bigfoot, too. Or,
John Primble Barlow, 102690.
Or D.B. Cooper.
Maybe they're all three. Have you seen them all in the same room at
No.
the same time?
No.
Suspicious, Buzz.
Dogleg deal. And we're having a good time today, folks. It's about Christmas time. We're going to have a good time. So ignore us if you think we're being funny, but we're trying to be. This is what's called knife entertainment.
Yes.
Yes, and here we've got the entertainment. This one I love. There's one knife in here that you can probably guess which one my favorite is in there. It's that
Buffalo
purple.
horn?
No, the purple.
I thought you were going to say Frostwood.
I do like number 2, but I do love the purple Appaloosa bone.
Well, there we have the buffalo horn. Genuine buffalo horn there on that dogleg trapper handle.
These are, this is what's neat. We've came out with this. The dogleg trapper, I'm going to tell you, the normal size is 4.5 inch.
Right.
That's, to me, that one's always been a huge, too big to carry knife. These are actually 3.5 inches. These are perfect carrying size.
Yeah, this is definitely the best size, at least in mine and I guess your opinion, for a dogleg trapper, because
Absolutely.
full size, like you see in a standard trapper, just the shape of it is a little bit cumbersome.
It is. It's huge, and that has its place, and there's people that like those. But we've came out with a way really to solidify it as a more carrying friendly knife, and it's in this 3.5 inch size. Beautiful handles, that purple Appaloosa, red jig bone, torched white second cut.
You know what the best part about the set is?
The price.
$5.75 a piece on these.
You got that right. $5.75. Stainless steel blades.
I mean, I
These
say this a lot. Just think about it. What else can you buy in this world for $5.75 that you can get the same amount of function out of a knife?
You know, he said that about 3 months ago, and that holds true. There's hardly anything.
I spent $10 on lunch today, and it's gone. I can't use it again.
No, you can't.
You pay $5.75 for each one of these. You're going to have it for a long time.
That's exactly right. And it's got that beautiful classic frostwood, the multi-laminated color that came out about 1977. Then that purple Appaloosa, just a beautiful little set here. Great, great price, $5.75 each.
106562 item number.
And here we have the Hen and
invisible
Rooster.
knife.
What?
No, go on. Go ahead.
I,
The invisible knife is what I said.
Oh, okay. This is the Hen and Rooster acrylic stand. Now, you've seen these on the Painted Pony, these acrylic bases. These are magnetic.
Yes, they are.
And they really, this isn't just, like, I'm going to say this, a chunk of plastic. This thing, it has a function. What it does, it holds your knife in place. That's the important thing. Plus, for a Hen and Rooster knife, it's earmarked. Yeah, pick the knife up and show them. Just, you can't separate. And that's important. If you want your knife securely displayed, you don't want to have to worry about, let's just say, for instance, the wind blowing it over. It's not
right.
I mean,
If you're keeping this outside.
Yes. If
Or your
keeping-
windows open.
Or your windows open. It's not going anywhere. That's our real point here.
To note, this knife is not included. That was just for display purposes, pun intended.
I mean, Chase, can you imagine like a Hen and Rooster Big Stag Jumbo Congress?
Oh, it'd be
on there,
beautiful
a
on
Stag Trap a Pearl Big Stockman, the Pearl New Cheetah. I mean, anything. This is built especially for Hen and Rooster, and it's only $19.95, and it is let's call it an insurance policy to protect your knife as well while it's on
Absolutely.
display.
Yeah, I'm very happy
$19.95.
that Hen and Rooster came out with these.
Me too. Me too. It's in that green Hen and Rooster font, and a great deal. Especially, it'll look great in your collection even with the Hen and Rooster knife on display. Tag Spotlight, it's Cutlery.
Yes, it is.
We just got these in because we have not had these. I remember they came out about 2 years ago. Of course, they're long gone.
Oh, absolutely.
And what's neat about this one, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this one locks.
Yes, it does. That was the first thing I noticed when we came out with these a couple of years ago, like you said, was that these are dirt busters, like you're used to seeing, but these are lockbacks.
Yes, this is a lock blade, which is very, very uncommon. The 1971 case sodbuster in the black plastic handle that locks will bring upwards of $150 now. For some reason, that one is it's a hard to find one, and we've came out with it. What's even better about this, look at the stag. You know,
Huge slabs of stag on there.
think about this. This is going to be, what's this, 5 inches closed?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Think about how big the stag really had to start out for this knife.
That'd be a big elk.
It would be big, huge pieces of stag.
And they can only get that size if you just let them run.
That's it. A nice drop point blade, drop point Skinner blade, and a huge piece of stag, huge on both. Oh, one other thing, it's got a half stop. It's got a half stop too.
Yeah, I love knives that do have the half
I
stop.
do too. I didn't know that had it. Got a half stop, and we're going to give you this sheath to go with it. This one, it's priced great. If you want a stag knife to use and carry, that is a great deal. $44.70. The stag on it would cost $44 to buy.
Oh, absolutely.
2 pair of stag that
You know,
big.
and speaking on the half stop, I mean, it's one thing that you may think is a little insignificant, that it just stops right up here and then you have to pull it again. But it's a huge deal, at least around here when we're out there opening and cleaning all the knives.
Oh yes.
It's a very nice safety precaution that is helpful in a lot of different areas.
People love half stops. I didn't even know that one had it until I opened it. Yes, that has a half stop, and of course, magnificent, genuine stag, only $44.70.
101466.
Here's a pair of the new Sharps Select buoys. You know, these have that European design, that
They're
stamping.
kukri.
Yes, yeah. I always call this a bolo style blade, but you're right, that's more of a kukri blade. But what it has, this is total that you see a lot of European carvings and stuff.
Right.
That's that style on that bolster.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is on both sides as well. We want to emphasize that. Full tank construction, and a deal at only $28.50. As you can see, the Sharps all-weather nylon sheath is inclusive with these. One has an eagle, and one, I believe, has the buck deer.
That is correct.
The Duo retail is $79. That's $39.50 each. We're going to sell you the pair for only $14.25 each. And you're right, that is a definite kukri design.
Absolutely. Kind of a Middle Eastern design, Persian style made.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I love the artwork there on the bolsters. That is a neat European style cast stamping on there of the deer and the eagle. Number 106574, the pair, for only $28.50. Holly Jolly Jumbo Trappers.
By German Bull.
German Bull, and that new German Bull diamond style shield, brass diamond shield. Genuine bone handles on all four of these, and Chase, 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 on these.
Well, I'd probably say 5 1/4. There's definitely large size trappers. I'll grab another trapper
Yes,
just for
show.
size reference. These have been incredibly popular, especially that green bone.
Yeah, there's one in here. My favorite is the purple on here.
Get your little size reference with a standard size trapper. Maybe that might not help too much.
Yeah, it did
Ow.
too. That's your standard 4 1/8 inch closed trapper. He's giving you an idea. These are whopper trappers. They're big.
Significant size difference.
Yes. We have a smooth natural bone.
Red bone, very rich color on all of these.
There's the natural bone. That would be good if you like to mess around with scrimshawing. If you're interested in that, you could scrimshaw
Oh,
perfectly
absolutely.
on that. Then you've got the old style green bone. And then last but not least is that beautiful purple. Deep grooved purple jig bone, all natural handles, German stainless steel blades, German Bull stamping on both blades. And how do you like the new shield?
I love the new shield.
I do too.
I'm a huge fan of any type of shield, and I like that German Bull is kind of updated and revamped what they've been using, which is the Saturn style.
Yes.
But item number on this is 106514, just $120 for the Holly Jolly Jumbo Trappers.
Okay, here we have an assortment of trappers. We've got 10 trappers for only $98.
Yep, breaking down to $9.80 a piece. So this is the Holly Jolly Not So Jumbo Trappers set.
Yes, this is going to be still your standard trappers. These are your 4 1/4 inch or 4 1/8. Depends on who's measuring it, but it's your standard trapper, big frame trapper. I believe all natural handle, except for one, and
Right.
And by definition, we have to have this one in here.
So we have the banana jig bone with the first generation Steel Warrior shield. Coming up behind that, we have the tiger bone, or
Which
it's
is
oxhorn.
with tiger stripe embellishment, bolsters and handle. And this one, Chase, now we have to have this one in
Oh,
here.
absolutely. The Christmas Sparkle Synthetic.
Yes, Christmas Sparkle.
Very festive.
And there's 3 different red bone varieties here, you know, to keep with that holiday season and the color theme. There's a beautiful red bone, a delightful red bone, and a spectacular red bone.
Wow.
But now, these absolutely are different shades. They really are.
They are.
They're different shades. You've got one that's a darker red, one that's a lighter, one that's kind of in the middle. Genuine bone handles. There's your autumn second cut. This one, if you live in Texas or Tennessee, you'll like. That's your orange smooth bone. There's one of the reds.
Another one of the reds.
And I believe your back one's going to be your darker red. I love that back darker red
So we
bone.
got like a 50 Shades of Red thing going on here.
Yes. The important thing here, the deal you're getting, $9.80 each. Rockwell tested 440 stainless blades. Each one of these also includes a 2-piece box. $283.32 a retail, so about $28 each. We're going to sell them to you for only $9.80 each. That's the set of 10.
Absolutely a wonderful deal that we've had going on. A lot of people have been buying this up. Very popular. Item number is 106540. Holly Jolly Trappers.
This is a great way to preserve your knives, to protect them. Plus, we're going to give you the digital camo pack. Now, this is what we used to refer to as knife packs or
Yes.
knife notebooks. You have these leaves in here that actually protect the knives when they're in here displayed.
And what you can do, just so we can demonstrate, these bands actually get tighter the more you put in here. Maybe this was a one-person job. But you just shove them in the 2 different bands, and you're ready to go. Perfect for storage or traveling with these. They protect your knives very well. 16 per slot, depending on the size of knife that you're putting in there. Like if you're putting toothpicks, you can probably fit 32 per book.
You could. You get 2 of the books, 2 of these notebooks. You could even put these on your book in your bookcase and kind of disguise them. You
could actually.
You really could.
Just hide them with the encyclopedias. No one will ever know.
Exactly, because nobody ever gets the encyclopedias out anymore. Not like
Yeah, definitely not.
Not at my mother's.
Not me.
There they are. There's 2 of these. There's your digital camo tote pack. Only $19.95 for
And
the
what's
3.
nice about this set, I'll show you guys real quick before we move on, is that this camo carrying pouch fits both of these
Yes, I didn't even.
perfectly inside here.
Well, another thing, if you go to knife shows, or gun and knife shows, and you want to carry your knives, to tote and trade, this is perfect, built just for you.
It absolutely is. Item number on this is 105229. And it is ready to go.
Yeah, or okay, and this one is one of my favorite patterns. This is the little, what we call a pocket hunter. This is 2 3/4 inches closed. This was designed by the late Tommy Hart. This is a really nice one because it's got carved buffalo horn handles, as we call them. It's the buffalo horn, and it's not your smooth, polished buffalo horn. This is a carved buffalo horn. This knife was made this year, so it's going to have the 2020, let me make sure. Yes, 2020 tang stamping. That's very important on this, especially if you are a pocket hunter collector, and there's a bunch of you out there. It's your 2-blade model, master clip blade, and your front Skinner blade, made with cases, true sharp surgical steel, $135 retail, your price $92.83. Love that knife. It's Tony Bowes' design. This was designed by the late Tony Bowes. He just passed away the end of November. We want to send our sympathies to his family, but his work lives on through these patterns and his work of designing knives and making knives. This is the Teardrop Jack. This has a single Horncliffe blade, and this is the Ivy design, what they call it. Started out as Bermuda green smooth bone, and it has been, what Case calls this process, color washed with that Ivy print on the front side and back side handle. Your bolsters are factory engraved. Your front cap end bolsters have kind of the Ivy design as well. Now your front side pocket end bolster, that's the most significant one in my opinion. It's got that trademarked XX stamp in there with the engraving, that XX 2020 tang stamp, 3.5 inches closed on this. That's not 3 and 0 once, it's 3.5 inches closed. Your price $84.63, retail $117.99. The Hen and Rooster Hunting Buddies. As you can see, we've got a tiny trapper and a mid-frame trapper, 3.5 inch closed. This is a commemoration set to honor the old, long-standing tradition of a father and son or a father and grandson hunting together. As you can see, each of these has bone handles. You've got your winter bottom grooved chestnut bone on the tiny trapper, and on your mid-frame trapper, we've got a nice kind of an antique green bone made with German stainless steel, and your Hen and Rooster round logo shield, mint in the hard shell display box with certificate of authenticity. You have etching, Hunting Dad on the mini trapper, and then we have Dad's Hunting Buddy on the tiny trapper. Full etches on these. Great commemoration set by Hen and Rooster, only $88. Here's the Wildebeest. This is one of the, I believe this is the actual very first Arnaud Bernard knife that I got the pleasure of selling, the Wildebeest. I remember, I know it was. This one, we just got these back in. This has the Warthog tusk handle, Bowler N690 steel. It's a drop point blade. It's full tang, all one piece. You've got an excellent genuine leather sheath. I love the sheath they put with these. It has the Arnaud Bernard trademark stamping on the sheath. And this is warthog tusk handle material. These knives are handmade in South Africa by Arnaud Bernard's 4 sons. Each one of them has a specialization task with constructing the knife. I don't know what that would be. I don't know how to build a knife, but I know how to sell them, and I know these are good because when you feel these in your hand, they balance. The balance is great. The fit and form is great. Perfect knives. Retail on this $599.95, but not here. You only pay $298 for the Arnaud Bernard Wildebeest, handmade in South Africa. Beautiful coral on here. This is your Canyon Creek Skinner. This is on a sharp finger pattern, 7 inches overall. It's a Michael Prater signature series. As you can see on the front of the blade, it's got Michael J. Prater's signature. It's by Ocoee River. The frame is full tank construction and beautiful Canyon Creek Coraline. We give you an all-weather nylon Ocoee River sheath to house the knife in, and you will receive the new Prater Customs tube packaging. Now, if you've wanted a Prater knife, a Michael Prater customized knife to use and carry, but you don't want to, of course, to buy Painted Pony, we've got you covered in price right here, $28.95. $28.95, that's the same price, you know, you're going to get a Michael Prater custom Coraline toothpick for. However, you're getting the fixed blade with it at an exceptional price. Coraline handle with sheath and certificate, only $28.95. 24-year-old Winchester Special. Here's your 4 1/4 inch big sunfish knife. You've got a master spear blade and a small clip blade. 1095 carbon steel blade composition. This is unique because it's got that pinned, notice I said pinned, buffalo head shield, plus Tim Scott. This is great. He has autographed the box for us. You will get the Tim Scott hand-signed box. It's dated December 10th, 2020. Master spear blade is double pulled. You can see it's got a long pull and the standard nail pull. This knife was made in 1996. Nickel silver bolsters, Winchester trademark stamping on both blades, and Winchester trademark master spear blade etching. Value $319.95, your price $153.70. Burnt orange jig bone, gorgeous piece. 24 years old, only $153.70, number 105895. Pro Elia. Chase, we haven't had any of these in a good while. I'm glad to see them. This is called the Private. I'm thinking this is a G10 handle. As you can see, it's got the blue titanium components, covered components. It has a drop point blade. Excellent, once in a lifetime knife. These are exceptionally good knives. You've got a rear side pocket clip. The metal in this, I don't know if it's D2 or D2, okay, it's a D2. Thank you, Gil. 8.5 inches overall, or when it opens up, extended 8.5 inches. And the new Pro Elia packaging. Tell you this, we haven't had these in about 2 years. These are exceptional knives. $128.75 is your price. Retail $250 in that Desert Sand G10. Great knife, Pro Elia. This knife was made in Peachtree City, Georgia. That is Orange G10. That is by Zach Brown's Southern Grind Shop. These are handmade. I love the fit on these. I love the way I was just messing around with this one right before we came on the show today. G10, that's your handle. The steel on this is S35VN. All handmade, dual thumb studs, rear side pocket clip. Excellent knife. $499.95 is your retail on this, all USA made. You've got your black blade coating on here on the S35VN blade. Orange G10, I love the bright color of this. $274.95 by Zach Brown's Southern Grind Shop in Peachtree City, Georgia. Here's a knife made in Manchester, Ohio. This has 1095 carbon steel. It's the Barlow, your traditional Barlow frame, 3 3/8 inches closed. It's got a slight banana worm groove jigged, genuine red bone handle, nice deep red bone actually. Barlow pattern stamp on the front side pocket and bolster. Winchester, trademark USA. Tang stamping, Winchester trademark blade etching on that master clip blade. All built in Ohio by Bluegrass Cutlery. You see the special Winchester black and red packaging there. $299.95 is the MSRP. Your price, $98, number 102686. That's built up there by Tim Scott and crew in Manchester, Ohio. This is your basket weave handle. This is a very unique, it's a G10 and carbon fiber weave handle. Now, I don't know how in the world they did this. It's a Case Cheetah, and I believe this is gonna have your 2019 Tang stamp dating on this. That's your swing guard, the part that I messed up there. That's a Cheetah, it's a lock blade. And that guard that swings when it rotates, that's what protects your hand when you're cutting with it. This is your classic 11.5 L pattern lock blade, immensely collected and loved Case pattern. This has the nickel silver diamond shield, true sharp surgical steel clip blade, and again, it is a discontinued G10 and carbon fiber basket weave blend. How they do it, I don't know. It's very unique. It's a durable handle, almost indestructible. $120 retail, your price $86.40. Spear Blade Barlow. This is by W.R. Case and Sons. This has a true sharp polished surgical steel spear blade. However, it also has Michael Prater's tree ring mammoth handle composition. This is beautiful, at least 10,000 year old tree ring mammoth. You get a certificate of authenticity with it. It's absolutely fabulous. Michael Prater is a genius at this. He knows the cuts of mammoth to get. He knows where to get it. And what's even more incredible, he's matched the handles on these. I don't want to get in the view, but I want to show you this. You can see the rear side mirrors your front side. Exceptional attention to detail to do that. That is at least 10,000 years old. Tree ring mammoth by Michael Prater and W.R. Case and Sons. $450 MSRP. Your price, $220. Number 104808. Beautiful piece here. Stunning blue mammoth. This is by our friends out in New Mexico. This is you can open it one-handed. It's got the thumb stud. It's a liner lock. Jet black onyx on your exterior. Your interior is going to be blue mammoth with channeled genuine mother pearl strip inlays. You have a lanyard at the end of the cap end bolsters down there. You will get certificate of authenticity and that woolly mammoth attractive box packaging by Santa Fe Stoneworks out in New Mexico. Your rear side is going to be the midnight black wood because you got a pocket clip on the rear side. You want to carry this knife, it's got the pocket clip, it's got the midnight wood black back handle. Then the front, that beautiful blue mammoth, at least 10,000 years old, and jet black onyx and mother of pearl channel inlays. Retail $250, your price $98. Oh goodness, I didn't know we had any of these. This is a Tommy Hart pocket hunter in bone stag. This is a dead ringer for stag. If you see that, matter of fact, I'm going to confess, I thought that was a genuine stag one there because the color of it. This is bone stag. It's cattle bone, and this handle was invented or what's the right word here? Formulated in 2002 when Case had no stag. They came up with this. I'd like to know the backstory on this, who came up with this. They did a special jig on this, and then they torch it just like Case does under an open flame. And the result is this fabulous handle that they've been using now for 18 years. I think it was a temporary handle. Now look at the back. That's a dead ringer for genuine stag. Beautiful, beautiful handle. The Tommy Hart designed two-blade pocket hunter. $93 retail, your price $65.83. by W.R. Case & Sons. True sharp surgical steel blades in that knife as well. This is another, this is one of the first color wash handles I saw. This is called Toasted Tribal Lock. It's a Tony Bose design, 4 inches closed. And as you can see, that handle looks like, well, when you go to Waffle House and get toast, you know, it looks like toast to me. And it's got, what I like about it, it's got that branded Longtail C Case XX logo on the front side handle. That is genuine bone. It started out as just a white, natural smooth bone, but it's been color washed. That's the process name. A Tony Bose design, true sharp surgical steel spear blade, nickel silver bolsters. I love this pattern. It's a lock blade. It's a great size to carry. It's sleek. It's not too fat. It's not too skinny. 4 inches closed. Your price $98.36. Painted Pony Winchester. This knife, this frame was built in 1995. There were only 200 built of this knife total. However, Tim Scott up in Ohio, I think he rat holes a lot of stuff. He's came up with some really good finds from years and years ago, and this is one of them right here. This is a Winchester and Michael Prater collaboration. As you can see, it's that Winchester 5-inch lock blade. Now this knife, the frame, was built by Utica up in New York. However, Michael Prater has put his magic to this one. You can see chrysocolla, jet black onyx, orange spiny oyster, and Chase, what's the name of that parquet wood strip inlays? File working all over this one. The spine of the blade, liners, and the back spring has all been file worked. You get the Michael Prater certificate of authenticity that's notarized and hand signed, Painted Pony acrylic base. Plus, you even get the Winchester original issue leather sheet. And that box, that is the old box from 25 years ago. That is the original box that this frame came in. Made in USA, $1,900 is the retail. Your price, $497.67. Pistol crossbow with darts. This is a item that we have this time of year ever since I've been doing the show. I'm going on my 4th year now. This is a pistol crossbow. Now, it will work better if you've got a friend to do this where you can, you know, target practice together. You get 5 bolts or darts right there. It's got tension in it. This is not a toy. Now, this would be great to set soda cans up or some other kind of can, you know, and do target practice, you know, compete to see who can hit the bullseye the most, so to speak. $14.98. That's all this is. Retail on this is $35. We sell a whole lot of these this time of year. Great price on this, $14.98. $14.98, that's it. There's your 5 bolts. Different colors on the bolts. The rear side has a target, which that's not going to last very long if you shoot this target box, but only $14.98. Buy a couple of these. Get one for you and your friend, or if you've got more friends than one, you know, you might have 2 or 3 friends. Buy 3 or 4 of these. Only $14.98, number 60682. Perennial great holiday sales item right here, the pistol crossbow with darts. 60682, $14.98. A new generation hen and rooster. Hen and rooster, the way in my mind, because I've been around knives for a long time, at least 30 years, I always think of hen and rooster, you think of a pearl congress, you think of a big stag trapper, a big thick jumbo congress with beautiful stag handles. Well, Jim Frost, what he did, he acquired the trademark back in the 1980s from Howard Rabin, the late Howard Rabin. And Jim Frost, he keeps up with technology and trends in cutlery. And what he's done is brought hen and rooster to a new level with items to actually use and carry that don't have that traditional hen and rooster look. And this is one right here, very affordable. This is G10, beautiful G10. That is ridged. That is not just a smooth handle. You got this upswept Skinner style blade with saber grind, G10 finger groove contoured, workhorse of a knife right here. This is one to use and carry. $32.50. This is going to be 8¼ inches, or is that 8¾ I believe it's 8¾ nearly 9. Thank you, nearly 9 inches overall. Fits right to your hand. As you can see, there's your finger groove contouring. Great Skinner blade and rugged G10, nearly indestructible G10 handles, full tank construction. This material, I always like to tell this, maybe useless trivia, is invented in 1920 by George Westinghouse. It's very close in composition. You might as well say G10 and micarta are about the same thing, nearly indestructible. That's what this hen and rooster scavenger has on it, and only $32.50. Case tomato utility. This is my favorite knife of the kitchen. Only, well, I say that because I love tomatoes. If you want a knife to do a lot of things, buy this. It's not only for tomatoes. Now, you can also use this to slice bread with. Bread knives are serrated as well. This knife was built in Bradford, Pennsylvania. There you see the rivets, riveted construction on the handle. It's full tank construction. Stainless steel, of course. There's your Case brand, call that a branding there in the handle. Made in USA, Longtail C etching, 5½ inches. That's your blade size, 5½ inches. Retail $43.95, your price $29.75, number 43007. The Case tomato utility knife, $29.75. Santa's stocking stuffers, one of my favorite patterns. This is swell center jack or Coke bottle. These are 3 inches closed. All of these have natural handles. You've got a purple Appaloosa bone, jade green jig bone, smooth red bone, blue smooth bone, and then you've got a smooth polished buffalo horn. Stainless steel blades that are polished, nickel silver bolsters, brass pins and liners, and just a great historical, good pattern to collect. And as you can hear that, that's your walk and talk blade snap. The reason we call it a Coke bottle, look at the silhouette of it, the outline of it when you stand it up. That's like the old Coca-Cola bottle shape. That's how this pattern got its nickname. Everybody calls these Coke bottles. Stainless steel blades, genuine natural handles, only $5 each. Retail is $106, so about $21 and change. Each is your MSRP on these. We're gonna sell them to you for only $5 each. Santa's stocking stuffers, $106, $349, $25 for all 5. This is a newer one. This is a Jim Frost design. I know Jim Frost sits down at the table sometimes and I'll see him sketching out different designs of knives. Some of them, they're kind of unique looking. Some of them are more traditional look. This one here, he designed as well. This has a neat textured aluminum handle, a smooth aluminum handle on it. It's a lock blade. As you can see, it's got a bead blasted finish. It's by Tack Extreme. There's your Tack Extreme packaging to it. Jim Frost design. It's going to have a stainless steel blade, of course, and it's a good price. $25.33 is the MSRP. Your price, $19.88. Very sleek knife, and I want to show you the back side as well. Your rear side has a pocket clip. This would be a great thin knife to use and carry. Good. Hear that? That's your good. That's walk and talk blade snap. Nice fit and finish, completely flush there where the back spring meets the blade. Love the bead blast finish on there. $19.88. A new one from Tack Extreme and Jim Frost, number 106448. Here's your Indian, well, this is kind of I always think of Guns N' Roses when I see this for some reason there, Drew, you know. Anyway, it's a Native American theme with a headdress with a skull, kind of a mean looking character on there, but you got 3 different colors. Now these work great. As you can see, the blade has that feather design etch on them. These are assisted openers. Right at $70 is the MSRP. Let me show you how it works. That's all you have to do. And you know, switchblades are illegal in some states, and some states they're not, but I don't see a lot of difference. These open so rapidly. There's my favorite, the blue one. Rear side pocket clip, dual thumb studs, feather etched design on the blades, and a super price, $69.51, about $23 and change is your retail on these. We're gonna sell them to you for $9.60 each. Your color graphics are on both sides as well. Show you again, there's your graphics of the Native American design on both sides. Black Hills Bloodhounds, these I call sharp skinners. These are a cousin to the sharp finger. They're built by Black Hills Steel, 7 inches overall. You've got a full tank construction with jimping on the spine of the blade right here where your thumb rests. Mirror polished stainless steel. These are going to be synthetic handles. The reason why these knives right here, they're built to use. They're built to, if they get wet, it doesn't matter. If they get a little warm, it doesn't matter. If your hand's sweaty in it, it doesn't matter. These are durable. As you can see, it's the jigged Delrin handles. 4 colors. You've got your red, green, Staglon look, and the blue. They're by Black Hills Steel, which means you're going to get the 4 all-weather nylon Black Hills Steel embroidered sheaths. Retail on these, $122.68. So about $31 and change is your retail price on these. We're going to sell them to you for only $8.13 each, and that includes that sheath with every single one of them. Black Hills Steel, 7-inch, the sharp skinners, $32.50. This is a beautiful knife right here. We just got these in. We've sold a lot of them already since last week, and there's a reason why. Fat, genuine stag for $41.63. Now you've got a leather sheath. We're going to talk, there's your sheath, it's leather. Now let's talk about the stag. I love showing this knife because I love showing that view right there. That is big old fat stag, as we call it, made with 440 German stainless steel. Choice stag. It would be hard pressed for me to buy a set of stag like that to go in here for the $41.63. However, we've got the whole knife and the genuine leather sheath for only $41.63. That's by Whitetail Cutlery. And you've got an upswept Skinner blade that has the jimping stamping right there in the spine. That's where your thumb locks in to get more control and precision cuts. If you want a great stag knife to use and carry, there's your ticket right there for $41.63. Buffalo nickel pack of 20. We have a set of 20 of these that come in this little tube compartment for only $2 each. Retail is $89.95, and if I remember correctly, these go back to even like the 1920s. Here's a 1935 one. I think somebody found a 1926 one. There's a 1928 there on display, and there was a 1926 one, 1937. Now these all, of course, they're pocket worn. You can tell they've been carried, but the texture on them is perfect. You can tell what it is. They're not worn smooth. They're genuine United States of America 5-cent buffalo nickels. You've got the Indian head on one side and then the buffalo on the rear side. Great deal on these, $2 each. These are going on around 100 years old. Only $40 for the complete group of 20. Brand new from Sling Blade. This is the Wolverine. This one is in red and black. It's full tang construction. Really nice assault type fixed blade. This is D2 steel. D2 steel, multicolored layered G10, nearly indestructible handle material, durable, great blade composition, D2 steel, and the all-weather nylon sling blade sheath. Retail on this is $159.33. We're going to sell this to you for $78.63. You get the Sling Blade magnetic packaging on here. Excuse me, two-piece package. That's the folders. There's your new Sling Blade two-piece packaging that's included with this knife. And the knife itself feels great in your hand. Where the inset is and the blade design, your index finger rests right there comfortably. It's got a jimping line right there, jimping stamping. Thumb rests right in there. Nearly indestructible, great red and black G10 from a great brand, Sling Blade, $78.63. Number 106575. Okay, here's our free shipping item for the week. CCN number 106570, that's your Hen and Rooster little half whittler in a beautiful caramel jig bone handle. German stainless steel blades, anything and everything that you've seen myself or Chase and I sell the last 2 hours, anything and everything that you order, as long as you buy number 106570, will ship free to you. That includes kitchen knife sets, anything that we've had. As long as you buy that little knife, it's all free to you. Have a Merry Christmas. Check us out 24/7 on cutlerycorner.net.